The faces have returned.
The faces have indeed returned.
Oh, let me just type really loudly real quick.
Yay! Why is this scrolled all the way up? There we go.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back. Welcome back. You beautiful, beautiful people to the Riot sessions. Yes.
Already with the weird. Just
Yes.
coming right out with it.
Right out with the weird. Happy evening. Good Sunday. Hopefully
It's Sunday.
Hopefully it was an interesting day. I am your illustrious DM, Shadowhack90.
Yay!
Yummy.
Yeah, it is.
And tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends because we're fun and why not? We're going to throw it all the way to the person who is currently, her camera is situated right underneath me. I'm going to throw that down.
I'm the her. What's up, guys? I am Ramsbug. I'm playing Jeska. That's Jeska, because it sounds like Jessica. Zach. She is a Dragonborn cleric. She's a priestess of Bahamut. She tries to live by the creative, do no harm, but she has quite a temper. But she's seeking to spread the word of Bahamut throughout the land. And I'll throw it over. I'll just keep going down. Blue. Blue doesn't look ready. Go.
Hi, what's going on, guys? I'm the Blue Ranger. And I'm wearing a hat the right way, according to Hug.
That's pretty.
I'm a variety caster, part-time entertainer here on Twitch, and I play the role of Dryden, the half-orc barbarian, who is in equal parts deep shit and really good place right now. It's really been a weird week for old Dryden here in the Riot sessions. So, I'm gonna pass it over to Cody. Cody, who plays Brontor, who has nothing bad to say about Dryden at all.
Hi, guys. I'm Codybedrock 36, and I play Brontor, who is currently in a pit with a big giant squid thing.
That's full of electricity. There you go.
Yeah, being electrocuted to death.
Shocking.
But he's a blood hunter when he's not being electrocuted, and he's a human, and it's all Dryden's fault. So we're gonna shoot it over.
Do you think Brontor would get off on that, though, like being a blood hunter?
We're gonna go up to Shadowcawn.
Hi everybody, I'm Shadowcawn. This is apparently another way you can wear a hat correctly. I'm playing Tonph, the Halfling Ranger. I'm really tired because I've been hiking all weekend. My character has. And I like to get down and dirty. And I had nothing to do with the shocking results of Brontor's engagement with the Roper. That was all Dryden, just throwing it out there.
But did you have any?
Okay.
Did you have any impact on Dryden's impact or proposal last week?
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to go down to the bastard himself who stole my man, Geth.
You mean the main hero? Hey everybody, I'm Zach. I'm playing a half-elf gunslinger named Geth, who, as I mentioned, is the main hero of our story. He's pretty much the best. I'll throw it back to Shadowhack.
You really shouldn't do that because I'm going to throw it right back down to you to ask you, hey, Geth.
And or blue.
And by
blue.
by that I mean blue.
I'm going to throw it over to I'm the Blue Ranger.
What happened last week on the Riot sessions?
All right. I took notes. I'm going to try to make something of these notes. All right. In bullet form, the mask triggers the mask in the hallway triggers a rotation, and then Geth discovered a stone wall. Brontor then successfully attacked some fire. Tonph tripped a pressure plate and nothing happened. Everyone discovers nothing. Downstairs, the group finds a blue plaything, which we later find out to be some sort of globe, and Brontor promptly dislodges. I don't know what that means. The blue orb triggers a room shift, and the following room is filled with books. The library swiftly attacks Geth, and the group prepares for battle. Geth gets wrapped up in an attack carpet. Tonph manages to stop the carpet and save Geth, but not before he shoots himself in the leg. Forgot about that. Dryden rages to destroy as many books as possible before being coaxed out of rage by false promises. A kind gesture from Tonph leaves the floor covered in Dryden's vomit, and Brontor saves the day with candy. See? Look at that, Brontor. You got one in there. They find a way to communicate with Lord Zelron and discover he needs rescuing. The group discovers how some of the puzzles move and manage to unlock a new passage at the top of the stairs. After Dryden successfully detects magic, that's a joke, they discover that the rune in the center of the room is an enchantment right as Tonph actively walks into imminent danger. Tonph begins dancing uncontrollably. In an attempt to save him, Dryden gets caught in the spell as well. The two dance nonstop, and Tonph is absolutely nailing it. After Jeska ambivalently rescues the boys, the gang starts playing with the different room puzzles. Trapped alone in a room, Dryden and Geth get fake married, presumed this entrapment is permanent, showing zero faith in their companions. After being released by the gang, Tonph gets very upset by the news of the newly betrothed. After a series of puzzles and confusion, the group ended up together to fight an abomination. Once this abomination had been eliminated, a false sense of security overtook the Rad Squad as two ropers appeared. Although the group appeared to be faring well, it was Dryden who in glorious fashion managed to trigger a series of events which led to Brontor falling into a pit filled with an electric field and a roper. This is where we pick up with the Riot sessions this week.
Woo.
This week's Riot sessions are sponsored by
Zelrin's Rugs. Decorate your floor and yourself with Zelrin's gorgeous enchanted rugs. And Brontor batteries. Keep the exceedingly dangerous traps in your home powered for several lifetimes.
Oh, that's so good. Clip that, please.
Someone clip it! Clip it!
Play
I
up
want
the
that to
game.
be play of the game next week.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna need a second here.
Back to you, Shadowcawn, or Shadow Hack. Shadow. Back to you,
Alright.
Shadow.
So, this is where we pick up this week in the Riot sessions. Jumping right into it. I believe, Geth, it is your turn in initiative.
I should probably put battle music on, huh, guys?
Excellent.
Turn music right now. That's not what we want.
So Geth comes to after being away for a bit, and he's going to. He was in his own head thinking about other stuff, and
Think about
So
taking
he's gonna-
Gotcha. Yeah.
he's going to rush forward here and then rush over to the side to get away from these nasty ropers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, right there,
Yeah.
because that seems safe on the edge of the lightning pit.
The lightning crackles.
And I'm gonna shoot this roper here.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Shoot him.
Shoot him!
Pull out my pepper box and give the first shot.
Wow.
Good shit.
I need a statistic on how many episodes we start with a crit, because that's really,
Open it up on a crit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Damage, please, good sir.
Damage
For
was
that
9
shot.
times 2, 18 plus 4, 22
Nice.
for the first shot. And
Nice.
since I got a grit point back for critting,
Yeah,
my next one is going to be a sharpshooter Deadeye combo.
do it.
15 to hit.
The bolt just goes ricocheting off the hard hide, just like mere inches from where your last bullet just impacted. Unfortunately.
And I'm going to use my offhand pistol for my last attack.
Yeah, go
for
for
the
it.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
15 again.
Third shot just ricochets once again off of it, actually hitting one of the tentacles, and it just kind of slaps the bullet out of the way. It goes flying into the other wall on the other side. This brings us to anything else, Geth? That's your movement.
No, I'm going to be slightly impressed at that, the way it just deflected a bullet.
Yeah. That brings us to Brontor. You, Brontor, at the beginning of your turn.
What now?
At the beginning of your turn, you take 5 points of lightning damage as
Okay.
the electricity that is arcing through this 10-foot pit, or 10-foot deep pit, is just conducting like straight through your entire body. You feel the surge of electricity course through you and then subside for a moment as another bolt just arcs someplace off to your right. What do you do?
I'm pretty much tied up, right?
Yeah, you're still grappled too.
Is this thing
Actually,
is this
hold
mouth
on,
like wide open?
Actually, no, you're not. As with the fall and with the electricity coursing through this entire area, the roper fails his concentration check to keep you grappled. So you are
cool.
You are no longer.
Then I'm gonna try to jump off him out of the pit.
You also have the rope.
Yeah, you are currently attached to a. No, the
Oh
rope
yeah,
is,
I'm gonna try to pull that rope out then.
Yeah. Okay.
Pull up with the rope.
Make an athletics check for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's for shits and giggles and not your life. Yeah.
21.
All right. So with speed and agility, you manage to race forward towards the roper, whose tendrils are currently just like all like paralyzed out as it's like currently looks like it's been electrocuted. You placed your boot right directly on the bottom jaw of it and push off of it, leaping onto the top of its head, squishing that top of its head down even farther, and then you jump off to the side, grabbing onto the rope, and now you're dangling there on the rope, looking down at the roper, who's now beginning to regain some of its mobility, and like kind of lashes out at you. You start walking up and pulling yourself up to the top of the pit, though.
Cool. Do I make it to the top?
Yeah, I'll say you make it to the top.
Cool.
That's your that's your movement, though. But yeah,
that's my movement.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna pull my hand crossbow out and try to fire it into his mouth.
The one down in the pit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say you have advantage on it because he's currently being electrocuted and he's, getting hardcore hit.
19 to hit.
You look down, fire the crossbow. It hits not quite. It doesn't quite hit the body or into the mouth. It actually bounces off the top of its head, and just goes clattering into the side.
All right, then I'm just gonna hang here then.
Cool. All right, this brings us to
in the meantime.
Harper's turn. All right, Jeska, go ahead and roll your 3d8 of radiant damage. Yeah, 13. Decent.
Is it my turn?
No, that's just the
I was
start.
gonna say that shouldn't have rolled if it was my turn. Good.
No, it's the start of their turn. Okay. All right. This one's gonna move towards Jeska, and is going to attempt to grapple. Is going to attempt its grapple with the things. It's gonna be a 13 to hit. I believe that misses. Nice. So as the roper moves closer and closer to you, his tendrils lash out at you. You deflect him with your staff. And even one actually manages to get kind of a loose grip around your leg, but you just like lift your leg up and stomp down on it real hard.
Total Star Wars kid.
Yeah. This one at the beginning of its turn takes its 2d6, and no. So Brontor, as you're glancing down and looking into the pit, you watch as like a bolt of electricity just courses through the one roper that's down there, and it just and then just collapses down, dead.
Yo, guys, you see that? I got him.
I can't hear you.
Nice work,
Sounds like you
Brontor.
dying.
I'm alive. I'm out of the pit.
This one's gonna move back because it's not having any of that spirit guardian shit, and it's gonna move over this way. All right, brings us to Tonph. What are you doing?
Do I notice a lack of squirming in the ropes, I guess, maybe?
You feel it's still taut, but it's not wiggling around as much.
Okay. I'll just turn. So he did die, though. Do I feel the Hunter's Mark fade on that?
Yeah,
dude?
you feel the Hunter's Mark fade.
Okay, maybe that was what I should have gone with first. All right, well, I'll turn and put my Hunter's Mark on the dude on the far side of the room.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level.
All right, go for it.
And, yeah. 21.
That'll hit.
All right, so that's Hail of Thorns. So that's 2d10. There's Hunter's Mark. So 2. Let me roll the... And is it a dex save? Yeah, it's a dex save against 13.
Mm-hmm. Rolls a 10.
Okay, so then that's another 11.
Okay.
So that's 22 damage, and then here's my second shot. It's just a standard
All right, so
attack.
as you take the Hail of Thorns and you fire it, the arrow bursts into splinters and just shatters across the entire roper. You watch as just basically death by 1,000 cuts via this via this thorny arrow, as the roper just kind of like looks like a now porcupine rock as it kind of goes back into its inanimate state and just kind of slumps there, also dead.
Cool. Well, with that, I'll. Am I within range of the other roper?
You are not within melee, no.
Okay, then I'll turn and shoot at him. I'm gonna transfer my Hunter's Mark to him then.
Yeah.
And standard attack.
That's
27.
It's a bonus action to transfer it. Oh no, it's or if it dies, I lied.
Yeah, it dies. Yeah.
27 will hit, yeah.
All right, and then Hunter's Mark.
11.
So 16 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. The arrow does you fire it and it like just impacts right in the top of the head of where it is, but it's still standing. It just has like this single arrow bolt just protruding out of its head. Kind of pretty much like right in the spot where Geth shot it, and like just a good portion of the top of its head just is blown out at this point. Let's bring anything else, Tonph?
Nope, that's it.
Jeska, over to you.
Muted.
Okay, sorry. I always forget that I mute myself. I cannot see Brontor's health, nor Dryden, nor Tom's.
I'm at 28.
I'm at full.
I'm at
Percentages?
76.
Percentages.
100.
100%.
Last third.
Oh, okay. That's what we're gonna do then. All right. So I'm gonna cast. I'll do my bonus action, which is Healing Word. That's the one. Yep, Healing Word.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
It's
To
D4.
Brontor.
It's D4 for healing word.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it at 2nd level though.
Okay.
It's an
So-
additional D4, I think.
Yep.
2d4 hype.
It should be 2.
Was it 3D4 plus 4?
No, 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4.
Oh, yeah, because
10 for my man Brontor.
Grazie.
And I send a little extra special love to Brontor while I'm healing them.
Gotcha.
It's like,
Aw.
got you, boo. And then for my actual action, though, I'm gonna do Spiritual Weapon. Let's bring this bad boy out. I'm gonna do my first hit on the guy next to me, and then the other guy's dead. Never mind.
Yep, down to 1.
Actually, then I'm just gonna do Fire Breath since he's so close.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And with a 4 for the dexterity save, God no.
Yes.
All right. 14 damage.
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
Fuck yeah. Okay, so Jessica's really, really pissed off because her boo got hurt. So while she's healing Brontor, sending out the healing word and doing that little prayer dance for him, she's just sending all her rage right through her fire. She wants to slowly burn away from each tip of the tentacle all the way to the main part.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Prayer dance? Okay. I mean, that's great. Go for it.
I'm pretty sure that's a move that my Chansey had.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome. So as Jeska is doing this divine, holy prayer dance that you can only assume that she learned from her original temple, she begins spinning, and as she does this, just she opens her mouth and flame just erupts, beginning to spin in this tornado as she just keeps spinning in place. This just spinning torrent of flame just begins to burst out from where Jeska's at, and it ends up hitting the roper that's currently next to her, and it just hits all the tendrils as it lashes out at her, and every single one of them catch fire, and they just burn just very quickly right up to the body, and soon you just hear that like just as it's like screaming horridly into the ether. Yeah, damn.
Suck it.
The fire subsides. The room goes dark, a little darker. There's still a slight sound of electricity. But you are currently out of combat.
Yes.
Hey.
So
I feed Bean.
Mhm.
I know she doesn't eat, but I go ahead and try to feed her again.
Yeah.
You want
So
this
now you're just a
muffin?
creepy cat lady. Got it.
Guys, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
not comfortable. I gotta tell you.
yeah, it looked
Once
like
we really
it
scared-
came as a bit of a shock there.
I want to walk over to the big blob, and
Okay.
I've got 2 more shots in my pistol. I'm just going to unload it into him.
Okay.
Blur blur.
They get
Yep.
unloaded.
It has teeth, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take some teeth from it.
Now,
Okay.
the real question is, does it have blood?
Yeah, there's a decent amount of very crimson and red blood that's just spilling out of it. There's a lot of mouths on this Brontor, so you just literally pick a mouth and you just start
Yeah, the
pulling through
biggest
that.
ones, the pointiest,
Yeah,
biggest ones.
yeah, you got your pick. You get about
That'll do good on my lanyard
yeah,
that I have.
you get about
collection.
You get about 4 pretty
All
decent
right, cool.
pretty decent ones.
Do I have any idea what's causing the electricity in the pit?
If you're just thinking about it, probably not. But if you want to go and inspect it, or make a perception check, you can.
I would like to do that.
Perceive.
I'm gonna try to talk to our homeboy through the statue again.
And I'm gonna get some
It'll-
teeth from a roper.
It looks pretty shiny. That's all I'm going to say on that matter.
You glance down into the pit and you watch as just these arcs of electricity just kind of arc throughout occasionally, and you start to notice that there are points throughout the pit that are actually seem to be connected every time the electricity strikes. And as one flash crashes or crackles, you manage to kind of just glance along the wall, and you see probably about 8 feet down. You see something shiny embedded in the wall.
I want that thing. I want that thing real bad.
You see about 12 of them outlining the wall down below.
I want those things real bad. Guys, I want these things real bad.
You're gonna get yourself hurt.
Yeah, but think about
We can get them.
they're probably useful. How far down into the pit are they?
They're about 8 feet down out of the full 10 feet that it is.
Okay, and where does the electricity start?
Are they like gem-like?
You can't tell from this distance.
Well, when I was down there, the shocks were coming at all different directions.
I mean, I
So-
figured you didn't have much of a chance to stop and like really sort through what this was. Dude, just kind of hurt, probably. Would be
Yeah,
my
but-
guess.
Yeah, but
Um,
like one would hit me, and then like I'd be okay for a second, and then another one would hit me.
Brontor, you think you could use that crossbow to see if you could knock one of those off the wall?
Well, I was
I
gonna
could
say
sure try.
I've got tearing arrows. They're designed to shoot something and use the rope to pull back. So I mean, I could try and see if I can hit one real quick.
Oh yeah, I would like.
Jessica starts
two of
prepping a
them.
healing spell for this.
Okay. Jessica, you're trying to talk through the
Yeah,
through
hey,
the mask.
Roaring Horn, where are you?
You hear the voice. You hear the voice come over the intercom as they're currently debating and figuring all this out, and you hear the voice say, "Currently in my study. Everything seems to be all right. I'm trying to get the switches and everything back in order so that we can get this confounded construction back in the way it's supposed to be."
Is there any more surprises we should be aware about while we try to find you?
Well, there's my workshop, but they should be all they should all be not in use at the moment, or at least not activated.
You say should.
Yeah, that's what I got
I
me
don't
too.
What
know.
would
The
make them
magic of
not-
this house has never been activated this way before, so it's very possible they're not.
Well, we've already been to the workshop once, and they weren't activated.
Yes. The treasure room, I'd stay out of that. That is quite a
Hang on,
Treasure?
you said treasure room.
yes. Stay
The
out
first
of the.
word in treasure. Where is the treasure room? Because I don't want to go there.
I don't
Yeah.
know at the moment. I'd just stay out of it though. If it pops up, I'd stay out of it.
Just so we don't do it. Is there a certain combination of things we would have to do to get there? Just so we don't do that combination of things.
What's in the treasure
Don't
room? Is
tell
there
the Roaring Horn.
ropers
Nope.
or electricity stuff, or what is the room that we're in?
All I know is that there's certain defenses in there. I only go in there to place magical items that we are to keep safe, and I'm told which ones to place them in. Apart from that, I try not to really spend much time in there.
I want to lean.
Pretending this will work, I place my hands over the ears of the mask and I turn to Jeska and go, magical things.
You realize I can
I
hear
get
you,
that.
right?
But I am almost drained, guys. So if you get hurt, there may be
Sit
nothing.
down.
This is point of
No.
no return kind of stuff. No magical items are worth that. Let's go have a little rest, maybe some
While
food, have a little prayer time, and then we'll see about treasure room.
while ripping teeth out of a roper, I say, "Hey, how we doing on those things that are in the wall in the electro pit?"
Let me let you know about that. And I
Uh,
pull out a tearing arrow and I shoot it.
Yeah, you fire the tearing arrow. You watch it embed itself into the wall down there. Ping! It's probably about a few inches above where one of the shiny things is. If you want to try and pull, you can. Strength check.
Brontor! Dryden!
Yeah.
Might need some help.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on.
I remove my hands from the mask.
All right.
Strength.
I'm gonna let you guys take wind on this one. Give it a good old tug and see if that does anything.
Not today. Not today.
You got
21.
advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. That's right. Got two.
Every
I don't
week,
remember.
every week,
Oh
guys.
my god! It almost rolled a 3.
You pull the rope hard. You hear this as you watch as cracks and fissures appear in the rock around it. With Brontor and Blue's Dryden strength, you
Wow. Slip up.
yeah, a little bit.
Immersion broken. Bye, guys.
You manage to keep pulling and pulling, and eventually part of the wall does break. Kshing. You watch as the portion around the shiny object does actually break off and come swinging down to hit the other side of the wall that's near you guys. As it hits the other side of the wall, it cracks, and you watch as the shiny object drops down to the ground.
Well, it's out. I did my job.
Let's go the rope.
I can try to tie a rope to my hammer and try to knock one out of the wall.
I mean, we could just try and go down there and grab it. If you were really wanting it, just send somebody down with ropes attached to them and then just pull them out once they grab it.
I'm not going down there again.
Shocking.
Ha
Haha.
So am I still raging?
The rage would have ended by now.
Yep.
I gotta check something. You guys talk amongst yourselves, but don't leave this room.
So
Hey,
Jessica's,
Dryden.
Jessica's really upset that
Dryden. I want a divorce.
Why? What? What did I do?
So Jessica's really upset
You're
that,
not meeting all my
Tonph didn't
needs.
call on her for strength because she's a 6'5" dragonborn. So,
Who's super
fuck you, Tonph.
dexterous?
I'm not dexterous, but I am strong. Okay.
It's okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rage and jump in the pit.
All right.
All right.
You fly.
So as we're sitting here talking, just go, go, go.
Yep. Basically, you just hear this, doom, 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 huh, and he jumps down into the pit. The light, as he's falling, the lightning just cracks through him. You suffer
0 damage.
3 points of damage, so 1 point technically.
Damage. While raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic damage.
That's resistance.
Spirit of
It
the
means you
Bear makes you-
take half. It means you take half.
Immunity
is that all-
means you don't
Immunity
take any
makes you
damage.
take nothing. So
okay.
resistance,
Still,
you
I'll
take
take
half.
the half. Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, well I'm down there taking. Was it? I'm down to
You took
2.
you
Was
took
it 2?
you took 1 point. Well, no, it's
Point.
2
Let me
because we
knock
round
that. We round up. So I got 2 points of damage down.
up. Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
I in my rage strength, I first tried to just like straight up like punch one out of the wall. Can I do that? Can I just like straight?
Yeah, sure. Make an attack roll.
With just a D20 on that shit.
D20 plus your strength modifier.
So 12.
Are you proficient with fists?
No, I don't believe so.
Ah.
I've never known my.
Weapons of mass destruction.
You punch the wall. Boom. It bruises a little bit. I mean, you're raging, so you don't really feel it that much. But you do watch as the part of the wall cracks around the gem-like structure in front of you, and then you watch as the gem also cracks as well.
Okay, so that doesn't work. All right, so I take what? How much damage do I take now? I assume the wall gets to attack me now.
Take another 2 points of lightning damage.
Damn. So I pull out a hand axe
Yeah.
and go to another one.
Yeah.
And I to like pop it out, like get in there and
Yeah.
just,
All right, so that's probably going to take you a round or two to do. So you work it in there. It just kind of you pop it out. Manage to catch it in your hand. You see the other one that's laying on the ground a few feet away from you. As you do that, you take 4 points of lightning damage.
okay.
I scream down to him, "Hey, while you're down there, can you get my crossbow bolt?"
Yup.
Thanks, sir.
Try and grab one more if you can, Dryden.
Yeah. I did you want 3 total or are we talking 2?
3.
3?
Well, Tom,
So,
you pulled
okay.
yours back up.
Oh, Tonph did get one?
Tom pulled
Wait.
his back up because it was attached to the rope.
Oh, I don't think
I could
any
have
of us
swore that you said that
understood.
it fell down to the bottom.
No, the gem
Yeah.
fell down to the bottom.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's no, he's
you're
saying
talking about
he
the
wants
arrow.
he's saying he wants one of the crystals.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So-
okay.
I popped one out. I picked the one up from the bottom of the pit, and I go to pop another one out.
Okay.
Same vein.
Yep. Okay, you take 5 points of lightning damage in total. That is a half, by the way.
I'm trusting that you're halving it for me.
Yeah. So
Halving?
having, Doran,
Halfling.
halfling,
Halving.
Anyways, so yeah, you managed to pop a third one out. The lightning kind of seems to die a little bit as you pop this third one out. Like it's still like crackling, but it seems to lose a little bit of strength. You have all 3, and you grab Brontor 0.
And the rope, I can feed down the rope again.
Yeah, the rope's still down there, mostly.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll just take the.
You just easily pull yourself back up.
So it seems like these gems are powering this thing.
That's what it seems like, yeah. After Dryden gets up and kind of hands you them, you see these gems.
I hand one off. I have 2 of them that I have plans.
Yeah, I just want one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test though. Does having them in close proximity do anything?
Yeah, how are they
I
going
could
to
use
transport
one.
these things, guys?
Is there a fourth
The
down
bag of
there?
holding.
The
Just
bag
hold
of
it.
holding.
If it ruins my muffin that's in there, I'm be very mad.
We'll get you a new.
We'll get you
fucking
another muffin.
Do we have like at least a bag that we can keep them inside the bag of holdings, not just like willy nilly rolling around in there?
Is
Well,
there a
okay,
fourth
first
one
off,
down there?
We have all 3. Yeah, there's 4, but now I'm out of the pit. Why didn't you speak up before? First you divorce me, then you wait till I'm out of the pit, and then you want one?
Hey, I was just trying to make you mad.
So what's the muffin for again?
It's my muffin. We got it in our first mission ever.
Oh,
Fucking muffin.
It's sentimental
You really
now.
want one of these things?
I
tell
don't
you
want.
what.
I'm pretty sure I've still got the
Next-
salt. Or no, I don't have the salt and pepper shakers anymore.
Next time we come
Well,
up to
so
some
just-
wood, I'll make you a little box to put your muffin in, and that way we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Jessica, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
All right.
I want to search the ropers too to
I'm
see if
busy.
there's anything else on
Too
them.
busy to think about things.
I'm too busy to think about things.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're way too busy to think about things. You're
Got muffins on her
you're
mind.
more afraid that your muffin is going to be ruined if you put anything else in this bag at this point. Even though you've been like filling it with like dragon hide and everything else.
Annoyed at Geth, Dryden pretends to plug his nose and do a cannonball back into the pit.
I'll
All
trade
right.
you something for it, Dryden.
Just yell as I go in, "Fuck you!"
Hey, while you're down there, can you give me one?
God damn!
Jessica does not want one because these are items of destruction.
You take
my-
you take
I'll
3
He
points.
says after using her fire breath to kill something. Anyway, I
It
take
wasn't
out my
even
hand
human.
axe and I pop 2 of them out. Just tell me how much damage I take.
Pretty sure your mantra isn't just don't kill humans. It's do no harm.
And I'm pretty sure Geth's is just kill it. So
All right. In total, while you're down there, popping out the other 2 and getting back up, you take a grand total of 15 points of electric damage as it just kind of courses through you, and you are still in your rage at this point.
I legitimately took like 1,000,000% more damage in the last 30 seconds than I have in the last 2 weeks. This is better worth it.
Eventually, you get back out, and as you are looking at the gems that they are a very deep sapphire color. They seem to have a little bit of residual energy in them. You're not really sure how to activate them or how to make them work. But you have marked down. You guys can mark down. I think it's 5.
I have 5 of them, and I'm holding them like this. Am I still getting electrocuted?
You're not getting electrocuted at this point.
Okay, so I give the 3 to the 3 gentlemen.
Anyone who gets one, mark down electric crystal.
Okay.
Crystal.
I hand Dryden a smoke grenade in exchange for
Okay.
mine.
Electric what?
Electric crystal.
Crystal.
I give Dryden.
All right, are these
some
going in the
teeth.
bag guys? Bag guys, not bad guys.
All right.
That
Do we
guy's-
want to get the rest of these rooms
I have my
situated?
purse. You want to put it in my
uh,
purse?
I'm holding my gem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
keep
holding
mine.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got pockets. It's not that big. I say we go try and figure out where this Lord Zelron is, and we get these rooms situated.
We gotta find the Roaring Horn.
Oh, it's Zelron Roaringhorn, isn't it?
Oh, I forgot his first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find this asshole.
All
Yeah,
right. All right. So,
great to get him.
oh no, all of
I
our
wanna-
markings are gone.
I say asshole rather loud, so that way he can hear me through the mask.
Yeah. You shout this. You shout this deep into the mask, and as you're walking out the door, as you're walking out the door, he's like, you swear you hear a, I know.
So where are we going? Back up to the main room where our home slice is waiting for us? Our biggest fan? What's her name? Marley?
Marley.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
So, Shadowhack, I'm gonna need some assistance real quick.
Yep.
Our markings for the stones have decided to take a vacay.
I can see that.
So I'm marking them right now. Can you quickly run down what the correct numbering is? Or what the current configuration is, so we know what the numbers are?
I think all we know for sure is these two rooms that are showing, and I think they were 5 and 7.
4 and 7.
4 and 7.
They were 4 and 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 and 7, and I know 3 the way that it looks at, but I don't know where it is currently.
Was 3 the what was 3?
3 was it had a hook. No, this is 3 and 7. Yeah, this is 3 and 4. Sorry, 3 and 4.
Okay.
Or 3 and 7. God bless. All right, so it's 3 and 7. 7 is the library. 3 is this room. 4 is the workshop.
Let's don't go to 4.
And I believe so. We've got.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, let's just go hang out.
Take a short rest to get both my blood curses back.
Yay! We've
Alright,
never
there's
taken a short
3.
one before.
That's fine.
7.
How do I get back?
We should probably not take a short rest in the room with the electrical field, though.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think we're all up on the top part.
Yeah, you guys all move up to the top part.
How many more spells do I get back for a short rest?
Unfortunately, I don't believe you get any.
Whoops.
No, you have to do a long rest.
Yeah, you have to do long.
Folks didn't just
Fuck,
log out of
guys.
the game.
So,
How much health do I get back at least?
Shadow,
You
if
can
you'll
use-
just
You can use hit dice to.
if you just let me know which one is 4, so wherever the workshop is, I'll just number the rest of them because we don't know what those ones are yet, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, here I'll do this. Workshop is it is right here. Boop.
Oh wait, did you illuminate it?
I did.
Oh, okay. So I assume that's this one then.
4 is middle. Yeah, dead middle.
Okay, cool. So then I'll just number
guess-
the rest of these.
Yeah, the other numbers don't really matter.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna spend some hit die while we're resting.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you guys can spend hit die if you need them to get some health back.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Okay. And while they're doing that, I'm gonna rearrange real quick.
Yeah.
So
How do what's this hit dice thing?
Hit dice are things that you can spend in the middle of or during a short rest that allow for you to regain health. Basically, it's basically you sitting there bandaging your wounds, nursing them. Each class gets different numbers. I think you get as many as your level, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get them replenished every long rest?
You get half of them replenished at the end of every long rest.
Half of them.
But you have up to the amount of your levels. I think all of you have 6 hit dice. For barbarians, I think
It's a D12.
I think it's a D12. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, should I have done hit dice instead of 3d10?
Oh, is it plus anything or is it just the
Nope,
dice?
it's just the dice.
Okay, so I'm good.
So you see where I'm moving them?
Cody's back almost to full health.
Nice.
There we go.
You're
Same.
welcome.
All right.
Geth
so-
is
Thank
not.
you, Jeska.
I could use a quick healing, if you don't mind.
I literally have 2 spells left. So I can heal you. Oh wait, I could do a cantrip and not use any spells.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what I can do.
I mean, I can always take an extra watch if you need to take a full rest.
If we're going to be up against anything, I have 2 second
I'd
levels
rather-
and 1 first level. I do have
I'd
my
rather
divinities.
have your
I
Um,
spells.
can't believe I'm saying this. A full rest would be great.
Let's do
Because
it.
guess who has no rages?
Full health is 8 hours at this point.
Yeah. All right. So I've switched them. What's room 6? I'm gonna say we.
Yeah. So
While they're doing
while
this, I'm gonna check the rooms.
Okay, let's do a full
'Cause I'm
rest.
at full
'cause, yeah.
health.
Okay.
What? That's fine. While I guess you guys are resting, I'm gonna check and see what the rooms are.
Yeah, while they're working
I'm
on
at full
bandaging
health.
rooms. Yeah, I gotcha.
And I'll stay here
Well-
and watch them.
Okay,
I'll be
lots of
asleep.
talking. Are we long rest or short rest? We need to
Long
clarify.
rest.
Well, long rest is 8 hours long. Like that's you guys would be basically sitting in this room or sitting in the middle of this hallway for 8 hours. It's like taking it's like basically sleeping, basically.
Yep.
So 6.
Either way, I don't think we need a long rest.
Okay.
Crap.
Okay.
I literally have 2 spells.
I think
Okay,
we'll be
but,
all right.
okay, but logistically, I don't disagree with you, Jeska, at all. But logistically, we're trying to help this guy out. Now we're just gonna stop walking for 8 hours and
He's
make him
safe.
sit.
He's safe in his
Ru-
study right now.
Okay, it doesn't make any timeline sense whatsoever for us to just stop and be like, we're just gonna sleep in this hallway now.
I think we're fine. And if all else fails, if we go in, see there's some nasty stuff, we back out, change the room. I mean, we don't have to
I
fight
got
it.
I got my divinities, and I have.
You got all your cantrips.
I do have all my cantrips.
You can do
but
cantrips for days.
Shit.
Yeah, you can do cantrips.
Oh, good. I
What's
can make my voice loud.
room 6?
Yeah.
I can put this light on.
Thaumaturgy hype.
Why do we have an? Oh, because I'm gonna get dumb. Ba-do-ba-do.
I'm good
So-
either way.
Currently room 6,
I
and
remember that rest
Give me a
of the
second.
song.
Give me a second.
no, you're good. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide this one down too. So
Yeah.
room 1 is right above it.
Okay, so you're sliding line room 1 above it. Gotcha. Tink.
I got
Yeah,
both my
current-
PCs back.
Currently, the workshop and the library are on the bottom, or so workshop's bottom middle, library's bottom right, and the
Workshops.
whatever
Workshops. What now?
bottom middle, and library is bottom right, and whatever the weird.
You said
room
workshop
that-
was 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna reveal what you guys have seen already.
okay, yeah, I mean,
So you've seen this. You've seen the second library. You've seen the Roper room. That's what you've seen thus far.
yes.
And so while everyone else is resting, you haven't seen what is down in the bottom at the bottom area yet. But that is what you've
Yep.
seen so far.
Bottom left is what I'm checking right now.
Yes. Okay. So you go. So you head down there.
Yeah, I head down there, spin the globe.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You glance in and you see what appears to be a.
Nope.
It is a single lit room with a single light source, a similar cauldron of magic of fire that is embedded into the ground. Here is sitting about maybe 10 feet away from you. It illuminates it illuminates part of the room, but not all of it. You see a single pillar jutting up through the middle of it. You kind of glance around, you look, and you can see off to your left-hand side, probably about 45 degrees from where you're standing at the door. You see what appears to be another doorway.
So the top doorway is blocked currently.
Oh, it's closed. It's a doorway. It's just closed at this point.
Well, the one to the north.
Yeah, there's a door there. It's closed right now.
Can I stealth in and try and open that up?
Yeah, if you want to.
So 13.
Okay. You take a few steps, and as you're walking, the firelight kind of flickers, and you look down at the ground, and you see this dark kind of what looks like a smear stain across the ground as you're walking in the direction of the door. A cold breath of wind kind of just right over your shoulder, and the flame flickers.
Okay. I'm gonna keep heading towards the door.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'll do real quick?
Yeah.
I'll do dark vision.
Okay.
So, do I see anything? I've got it for 8 hours now.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 9.
Nothing really seems to catch your attention.
Okay.
Make it a little closer to the door, and you hear as you make it probably with about 10 feet of the door, you hear a voice like right over your shoulder say, "Where are you going?" Kind of glance over your shoulder. Nobody's there.
Cool. I'm gonna kind of hurry now and go to that door and open it real quick.
Make a charisma saving throw as you
Cool.
push forward.
12.
As he takes a swig.
As you're like, oh shit, you take like 2 steps forward, and as you take 1 step, it hits the ground. You feel your entire body lock up and freeze. You are unable to move.
You fuckers.
However, you watch as your hand, like as you're frozen there, you watch as your hand comes up in front of your face, and your eyes, like while darting around frantically, focus in on your hand, and the hand just, not of your own accord, just turns over and flexes itself.
Cool.
You feel your body jump up and down a few times. And then you hear your own voice come out. You hear your own voice, and in your own voice, which is really weird to you, you hear it say, "Ah, solid ground again." It bounces up and down, and it's a colder version of your voice. It's not it's not your happy, jovial sound. It's a much colder version of your voice as now it begins taking 1 step, 2 steps, and begins walking back in the direction towards the globe room.
Oh, which room?
The globe room.
Okay. I'm gonna I assume let you take over for the time being.
As it makes it about 5. Let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah. It makes it about 5 feet from the door before you hear this boom, 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 boom sound. The door behind you, you hear this boom come slam open, and your head, without your instruction, turns around, like glances over the shoulder, and you see this very similar humanoid in all metal armor, currently pushing its way through the door. And as it stands up to its full height, it's about 8-9 feet tall. Followed behind is a man in this very elegant garb, and an ascot that is currently around his neck. Very nice, and as though he comes from money, individual who has glasses, like very small spectacles that are kind of like just perched right at the end of his nose. His hair, brown, is pulled back into a single ponytail. He looks throughout the room. Looks over. His eyes catch you, and he says, hello. It's good. Hello. It's good to finally meet you. I am Sir Roaringhorn. Wonderful to meet you. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Who are you? And you hear the voice come over and say, I've waited for you, old man, for quite some time. And you feel your body go just racing towards the individual. You watch as, boom, this fist just comes out of nowhere and just socks you right across the face. You get to make another charisma saving throw.
Ooh, cool. 16.
As the shock of just this iron fist just comes decking you across the face, you feel your senses and your body and like everything, just this explosion of pain hit your senses, and you feel the regaining of your facilities or faculties, and you are able to move your hands. Your first instinct is just to reach up and scream bloody murder, but but your eyes kind of dart off to the side, and you watch as this spectral form kind of just kind of floats right out of your body and glances over at Roaring Horn, and you hear the voice go, "One day, old man, one day," and it floats off into the darkness.
Oh, snap.
Is that a friend of yours, Tom?
God! Ryan, I assume. Is that any way to greet people?
Sorry. Patrick sometimes tends to get a little handsy with our guests.
Patrick, you're a dick.
That he is. He is quite a dick.
An Irish
I'm
one?
talking to you, Patrick. By the way, I'm Tonph. Nice to meet you, Patrick. That's how you properly greet people. You shake their hands. You don't punch them in the face.
You feel a spectral hand kind of touch your shoulder, and he's like, "Pleasure," and you hear a voice on your other ear go, "Pleasure to meet you, Tom."
All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone, Patrick. Screw you, Patrick. I'm out. No, this is Patrick. I'm out.
Okay.
I started heading back towards the orb. I said, "We got you ready. This will take us out, Roaring Ham. Let's go. Let's go."
At which point, Roaring Horn says, "Actually, if you come this way, it'll be a little faster." And he turns around and walks back through the door that he just walked out of. The large metal man like kind of crouches down underneath the door and follows Roaring Horn.
Okay.
The rest of you follow.
I guess. Yeah. Do I let? Is there a? Well, I guess I'll just follow him in there. Is there a talking box in there?
In the
room we're going into.
The room you're going into, you glance around and it's a very beautiful study. By the look of it, there is a very warm feel to it as you kind of glance in the fireplace. There's a nice crackling fire. There's a very beautiful, very ornate carpet on the ground that looks like it took hours and hours and hours to make. You see his desk sitting in the corner with just papers and books scrawled across it, and a very beautiful gold dragon statue just kind of placed on the top of it. The metal man is currently standing next to the door, and Sir Roaring Horn is currently standing off to your left again at another door that you see, and he is currently pulling a lever, currently pulling a lever down, and he glances back to you and says, "I'm sorry, my apologies. I've never had the magical defenses of the house activate so quickly on me, or activate on me at all. Normally, don't get intruders."
Didn't they test this out when they installed it, or give you a manual or something?
As Roaring Horn pulls the lever, the wall behind him you watch as the bricks kind of begin to fold in on themselves, and the rest of you who are currently sitting in the main entryway, you watch as the wall in front of you, the bricks begin to fold in on themselves into this archway and door, and you watch as this man in very beautiful clothing, brown hair pulled back into a ponytail, and the glasses just at the edge of his nose, looks across all of you and says, "Ah, you must be the defenders of Icewindale. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Rat Squad.
Defenders of Icewindale.
He takes his hands and goes, "Rad Squad."
Very good.
He gets it.
Yep, he got it.
Pleasure to
Welcome
meet
to
you.
the team.
Pleasure to meet you at last.
Don't do that too many times because your penis shrinks each time that you do that.
Nope, Rat Squad.
She did it a lot.
I'm a woman now.
Make a deception check.
Oh my god. I don't know if Jeska can do this. Oh, actually.
Ah.
Hey.
He looks at you curiously, shakes his head, and says, "Intriguing. I would love to hear more about that."
Rat Squad.
Oh, Red Squad?
Squad.
We know all
about the whole
Red
process
Squad.
of being turned into.
Zach, just
Did Geth kind of bully Jeska too?
Little bit.
Hey,
Make a saving throw.
hi guys. I found Roningham.
You watch as Tom kind of just pokes his head around the corner.
Hey, Tonph.
Don't go in that room.
Are you yourself again?
You
What are you
weren't,
talking
you
about?
weren't with him. You have no knowledge.
Oh,
of that.
okay.
I've always been myself. Psst, I'm good.
You're
I'm
good?
good. Just don't. Whatever
you
you
look a little
do.
green.
That room. Don't go in there. Don't go in that room. It's a bad room.
Okay.
Bad
Bad touch room?
Bad touch room.
Gotcha.
Like inside me touch room.
touch.
Bad touch.
You also watch as Roaring Horn steps out into this corridor. You watch as a large atomic manservant kind of walks behind him. Boom, boom. And
Am I getting of those?
is about 4 feet behind him at this point.
That's Patrick. He's kind of a dick. Punched me right in the face.
No.
Hi, Patrick. I'm
That's a
Jeska.
dick move, Patrick.
No, this actually isn't Patrick. Patrick was the individual you met outside, or back in that other room. This is actually Barrett.
Well, Barrett's still a dick.
Well, it's the only way that Patrick would have gotten out of you, I suppose. So
welcome
All
to
I'm saying
Barrett.
is it was
How
not
much-
consensual.
How much bigger is Barrett from me?
he's about another foot taller and probably has about 100 pounds on you. Just
I walk over and I look up at it and go, "Did you hit my friend?
no answer.
Did you hit my friend?
It's okay, Dryden.
No answer.
Did you hit my friend?" I like this guy. He's quiet.
Roaring Hand looks over at you and says, "Yes, I built them without mouths for a specific reason."
Wait,
Anyways.
hold on. You built him?
Yes.
Can you build us one?
No.
Well, fine.
Why
That's-
not?
They take years to build, and the ones that I have are currently in service, or being serviced, or are currently
It's like-
things that help me, or that are my personal bodyguards.
Sounds good.
Who does
So-
he answer? Does
We
he
have
only-
traveled vast distances, across mountains, through the skies.
Well, that much is obvious.
We need your help.
What can I do for you?
2 things. First, hey Marley, come here.
That's right. We have a small child with us.
Small gnomish child too.
That's fine. Helping the
Marley,
kids.
Marley hesitantly steps out from behind Brontor's leg,
Come on.
and kind of looks
Jeska's like holding your shoulder.
up
Come
at Sir Roaring Horn, and Roaring Horn looks down at her and says, and actually kind of squats down, so he's kind of at her level. And who might you be?
Her name's Marley. Oh wait, you were asking her. Sorry.
Let her use her words.
Marley kind of glances over her shoulder and says, "Yeah, my name's Marley, and I'm sick. I have something that I have some form of magic. I can't control it, and I just don't want to. I don't want to have magic. I just want to go home, and it's been a long couple of weeks. Can you help me?" Roaring Horn looks over at her and says, "We should probably discuss how you got these arcane powers, child. Marley, we'll have to speak here shortly. Let's talk to your friends and figure out what's going on with what they are needing at this point, and then we will see what we can do for you." And she kind of looks down and says, "All right. They are brave. They have helped me quite a lot."
You're brave, Marley.
Killed my best friend, though.
She was a dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Geth says under his breath, "Yeah, she was an ass."
She was kind of a dick.
She was gonna kill herself.
Marley, remember what she did? She was bad.
Bad touch.
I remember.
Bad person.
Roaring
But hey,
Horn,
you have new friends.
Roaring
You got
Horn-
Brontor.
Roaring Horn
and
stands
me?
back up. Roaring Horn stands back up and says,
Like, guys,
"So, Belladonna sent you down here. What seems to be the problem? What seems to be? Why have you traveled such a long way to just come to my humble abode?
We're looking for a ring.
And a person.
A ring? There's quite many of those."
The Ring of Winter.
You watch as his face goes kind of like gets a little darker, and his mouth like his face kind of just gets a little darker, and he's like, "Ah, that's old legend.
That'd be the one.
Why are you searching for it?"
Money, fame, women, the usual.
it's we have a suspicion it's in the wrong hands. We think we have better hands and know where we could keep it.
Geth looks down at his hands and
Have you seen
shrugs.
Have you seen the Ring of Winter? Have proof of its existence?
We've seen proof of its potential existence.
And what is this proof that you have seen?
We've seen the effects of it and stories of it from.
Let's
Those
say
are
we
just stories. Let's
say we ran into some unfavorable types that were looking for it pretty adamantly. They were
Some ice
looking for it
giants.
enough to destroy an entire town.
Also,
they
a
weren't
civilization.
Good.
It's sort of it'll help to bring some balance if we could locate this item.
Well, we hope it will, but we think it will.
We think we have great hope that the potential is possibly maybe there.
Who's searching for it?
We are.
And ice giants.
So you tried to destroy an entire village just to find
No.
this.
We
No,
saved that village.
The ice giants were going. We saved the village, but the ice giants were very angry. And the fire giants are looking for something too.
So the ice giants are looking for it, or the fire giants looking for it, as well as you are looking for it.
Lots of people are looking for it.
the
Yeah,
ice giants
good
are
and
killing
different number
for
of
it.
people.
We don't want to kill for it. We just want to find it. And
We
we
want
want
to
them
get it
to
out
stop
of bad
killing for it.
hands.
Well, if you come here looking for the ring, I unfortunately don't have it, and nor do I really know. Nor do I know of it, where it is, or otherwise I would have gone after it myself.
Well, we're one for one.
Archus
Is this-
Kindberg has it.
We think he has it. We don't know.
And we
We'll
think
look
that you
for it.
may potentially know where some stuff about him, maybe.
Never heard of him.
Is he lying to us right now?
Make an insight check.
Hmm.
Why am I rolling like doo-doo butt?
Yeah, you guys suck at insight.
Wait, no, I'm.
Over.
Geth is he's pretty lucky. That's bad.
Crunch. All right. Well, in the meantime, while Geth is discerning possible intentions, I'm gonna ask Roaringham if his services are for hire currently. I will
One
wait
second.
your response as you are whispering sweet nothings into Geth's ear over the metaphorical.
Brontor gets bored and just starts looking around the room.
Brontor, we should do something because I'm bored.
Jessica's
too.
gonna eat some goat jerky with
This is
Marley.
lame. I already told him what we're trying to do. He doesn't believe us.
Dude, you like carve Rad Squad into the wall?
Dude. Yeah.
Like just leave it,
Yeah. Red Squad.
So
I'll keep you covered while you do it.
You could go fight whatever's in that room over there.
You wanna
Don't
go-
do it.
Do you want to go fight what's in that room? There's a fight.
Please don't do it.
We could fight
Hey, Geth,
something.
Geth, there's something that might not
He's gonna
bleed
do
but
it just
might
because
still
he likes to be
die.
a dickhole.
We could fight something.
Big
It wasn't even my idea! What the fuck?
I'm focused on giving Zelrin the stink eye.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, just carve
Tonph,
red
what did you
one.
ask?
Itself with the stink
I was just asking, in the meantime, if his enchanting services were for hire.
Yeah, he says depends on what you're needing enchanting and how much time you have.
I was gonna do something.
As well as how much gold, but that's
Yeah, I've got a couple things that I'd like you to look at / possibly do for us. If that's cool with you.
what do you need?
One, could you look at this stone? And I give him the unrefined auburn stone
Okay.
that I have, and tell him what sort of
Gotcha.
capabilities do I have as far as enchantings on this stone. If you were to put a level of enchanting on this, what do you think you could do something fairly decent?
Probably. Depends on exactly what you're wanting it to do.
I'd like it to basically whenever I tap this stone onto either something or someone, that it entraps them within the stone, if that's possible.
He thinks it over for a moment, and he says, "Well, to be able to trap somebody in a stone, there's only been legends of items like that. It's not something I've ever personally tried enchanting. So, providing the main material, which is the actual entrapment item itself, probably would need a little bit more refinement into something that could probably be symmetrical and a bit more refractal, but give it a shot. Maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 gold pieces."
Okay, good to know. And then secondary, I have this crystal that I acquired here quite recently, and I'd like to know if there's any sort of enchantment on the said crystal. And I hand him the electric crystal.
He picks it up and says, "Quite recently, by the look of it," and he kind of looks you directly in the eye.
Yeah, I'd say it was fairly recent.
Flicks it up in the air, catches it in the palm of his hand. "Well, thanks for returning this to the rightful owner," and pockets it.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask. And then last but not least,
I put mine deeper into my pocket.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Dang. Sleight of hand. 21. Yeah.
I'd like to.
His eyes focus. His eyes kind of dart over to you as you're doing this movement.
Oh, I don't have the armor now.
And you like your eyes lock, and he just looks at you and is like, as you're doing this very awkward face thing, and he just extends it, and you watch it, and as he's like locked eyes with you, you just watch as the giant man automaton just and just puts its hand out in front of you, open palmed.
I don't know. What do you want?
Anyways, I don't know what they're doing over there, but what about as far as long distance communication?
That I have. Actually, we could probably, those are sending stones. Normally we use those quite a lot in the magical Magical realm. Let's see, there's a number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of you. Probably give you a decent price on them. Be able to
Give us a Rad Squad discount.
1,500 gold pieces, probably.
1,500. I mean, we did just come in here and save you.
They're rare magic items. They take some time to make.
What about 1,300?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. $1,300.
All right, 1,300. Since my house did try to attack you.
Okay. I hand him 1,300 gold pieces.
He walks back into his study and rummages around for a second. You hear some fluttering of papers, and then you hear this son of a, and he comes back out, and he has 5 what look like just stones with faces imprinted on them. And as you all kind of pass them around and look at them, they all seem to be fitted so that they could be so that they like actually they all seem to like just be just kind of regular stones. He looks over all of you. If you actually just hold them up to your ear and place it right on your earlobe, you'll be able to wear them. Be able to wear them without actually having to constantly be bringing them up to your ear and then dropping them down.
And what's the distance on these?
A mile.
Okay. And then my last request, a cloak of dark vision.
A cloak of dark vision?
Yeah, well, something to where when I wear it, I can use the dark vision itself. Like I'm not because I don't really wear glasses or something like that, but something to where, like, if I have the hood up, that
Gotcha.
the overbearing, I guess to me it was like kind of a scowl kind of thing where the darkness that covers over my face is what lets me see in dark vision.
Like a veil.
Yeah. Something to that degree.
That would so you're wanting it like when you put the hood up for the spell dark vision to be cast.
Yes.
Don't you as a halfling already have dark vision?
No.
Okay.
I have the spell dark vision, but
You as a halfling don't have it. Okay.
Yes.
Are you wanting me to enchant your current cloak, or are you wanting me to actually just give you a cloak that works?
If you have one, that would probably be a lot quicker than enchanting.
I would probably
have
I'd have to probably enchant a regular cloak already, because it's not the one that I already have made. I have to enchant another cloak, so I could enchant your cloak for a bit of a discount.
About how long would it take to enchant it?
Probably 2 days.
Sure. Yeah. How much would it cost?
Well, you're providing the materials. All I have to do is just provide the time, so 600 gold.
500, and I will leave you alone because I'm sure the smell is starting to be unbearable at this
Doesn't
point.
really seem to be affecting them that much, surprisingly. But
500.
550.
And I'll leave you alone. Let's put it that way.
550. What do you counter?
All right, I'll do 550.
Okay.
You did give me a discount for the other one. I'll give you 550.
550. So 550 works. And you actually take the cloak off, and he takes it, places it over his shoulder.
Okay.
So
I'm done.
okay. So he's got his shopping out of the way.
I had something.
Yes.
So I have a ring that's being made currently.
Mhm.
I'm going to have it shipped to you to enchant. I'm trying to think as far as price-wise what we can do with it. I'm hoping that you could have it do a bless.
Bless spell. Let's see here.
With whatever trigger that you think's appropriate.
The trigger would be up to you.
Okay.
Bless.
Got
Spell. Oh yeah.
I require food.
He glances back to you and says, glances back to you and says, that's a bit beyond the Arcana realm of influence. It's more specifically within the realm of spiritual and divine magic. It's not normally something I actually have any sway over.
I have divine magic and I can't get it into an item.
Okay, out of context, are you wanting this to be like a free action, or are you wanting this to be like a...
I would like this to be a free action for the ring that I'm getting made.
Okay.
How about when it's on the person's blessed?
Oh,
What are we looking
okay. I would okay, I got what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So it's something you would give somebody. Gotcha. I'd say I'm gonna speed this up a little bit so the RP doesn't.
Yeah.
It would probably be about 700 gold pieces to make that, and he would probably require your assistance to actually try and get the spell to stick. It'd
Sure.
probably be about a 3-day process. Of.
Well, we're having stuff made anyway.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna be here, guys?
Forever.
Shut the fuck up.
At least 2 days.
I mean, as
long
long
as
as
we
we need, you guys
We
need
got
to
all
get
the
this
time
stuff
in the
made.
world.
Yep.
The
As far
Ring of
as-
Winter's not going anywhere, and I
Yeah,
glare back
I think
at
we could probably
Artress.
Yeah.
try to find some Artus Keinberg information. Well, this is not Artus Keinberg. This is Reinhorn.
Yeah.
But
Or yeah,
I say,
like,
hey, Roingham, what can you do to my hammer?
I'm gonna try to negotiate real quick. Just
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because 700 is a little bit steep, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of the work. I was thinking like 500. I mean, I am gonna be helping with the spell, and you get to learn something.
Make a persuasion roll.
Come on.
I could probably come down to 6. He's 600's probably about the lowest he'll go.
All right, let's go. 600, 3 days.
Yep, cool.
Hammer.
Hammer. He glances over it and says, "Honestly, he'd honestly be better with a better one." And he says, "Actually, I think I have something for you." And he walks in back, and it comes out a few minutes later. After you hear a door shut, and then you hear a door open, and then shut again. And he walks out with this very nice looking rod, basically.
What?
Just a straight metal rod. And he hands it over to you. He hands it over to you and says, "This would probably serve you better." And as your hand grasps it, the head, your blood hunter ability, your entire arm like kind of seems to bulge with this blue magic energy as it courses like your internal energy. It courses down your arm into the actual rod. The rod turns the silvery blue color, and the energy extends along the entire shaft of it till it hits the top, where this blue spectral head of a hammer, like of a war hammer, just appears. That can be made into an axe or warhammer. Probably could even turn it into a javelin if you tried hard enough. It is a +1 weapon, so it grants +1 to attacks and ability checks, or grant to attack rolls and damage rolls. And he also mentions, this belonged to a dear friend of mine. Probably help you well. It also increases your blood hunter curses that you can use by 1 while you're attuned to this weapon.
Ooh.
How much?
He looks you up and down and says, 700 gold pieces.
So you got yourself a deal.
Okay.
I give him the 700,
Yeah.
and I start just doing the head, opening it up and closing.
Yeah. And you touch it, and it's solid. Like, it feels like it's made of iron, but it's light as hell. So it probably mess with your swing.
Nice.
Probably mess with your swing a little bit, but it feels good.
Oh yeah, we'll get attuned to it.
Yeah. And you start working on that. Cool.
Grazie.
He looks over all of you and says, "Well, since you did manage to survive my house did attack you. I'll give you your choice of two more of these items." And he kind of takes his bag and that he has aside and dumps it on the ground. You watch as a potion or as a vial of green liquid drops down onto the ground. A vial of purple liquid drops down onto the ground. A full set of what appear to be kind of like silver and blue robes just fall out of the bag, as well as a single just what looks like an iron rod that has a button on it, and a single piece of like thread drops out of the bag. It's like, is there oh, and then a smaller bag drops down onto the ground as well. These are some of our excess items that we haven't really been using or haven't really found that we need much more or currently in our times. And by the sound of it, since you've been encountering giants and things along the route, these might serve you more than they'll serve us here. You have your choice of two.
What's the string? Can I look at it?
Yeah. Pick it up. Looks like a string. Looks like it fit maybe a bow.
I ask Roaringham, what's this?
No clue. Was sitting back in the treasure room for
Do you mind if
2
I
years.
tinker with it for a second?
Yeah.
Can I knock it onto my bow?
Yeah.
And knock an arrow and pull it back and see if it does anything?
Yep. You pull it back. As you pull back, there's a blue energy that courses throughout the string, and it fires. You watch as the arrow impacts against the wall, and ice just forms around the arrow, and freezing it in place.
My bad. Didn't know it was going to do that. How much for the string? I mean, it's just a string, so I mean, it can't be that much.
Said you get 2 of them, so choose 2, whatever 2 you want. Not each of you get 2, just 2 in total.
Take that.
I'll let everybody.
You get the sense that this is being like a gift to you guys.
I like the string, even if I have to pay for it. I will. If there's 2 other things that we want more than that, then that's fine.
Bend down and push the button on the rod.
You pick the rod up, click, it just clicks into place. You let go, stays right where you placed it.
It's one of those rods. I love those things.
We can probably use that, honestly.
I love those things like a whole bunch. I'm just saying. I should have bought one in the beginning. I've been regretting it ever since.
We'll get
Putting
it.
that out there.
And what else is there? A bag and 2 ropes.
There is just a regular just looks like a bag, like looks like a small little pouch, just like would fit in this palm of your hand. There
Robes
is,
and 2 potions.
There is a full set of just blue and silver robes, and then there's 2 vials of potions that just kind of like dropped onto the ground.
Can I inspect the robes to see if there's anything special about them?
I mean, they're magical. You can tell that much.
Okay.
You're not really sure what else they do, though.
Can I try one on?
Try it on. Looks fancy. Fits you actually pretty well. Like, they're a little big, and then they form to you. And then they form to you. And they look really. I mean, they look really good. You feel as you're kind of just standing there. You kind of feel the magical and divine energy that normally courses through you. You feel that actually feel like it gets a little enhanced, a bit.
These robes are pretty nice, guys.
Brontor leaves it up to them, and he just swings around his hammer.
Yeah.
Kind of hits some books and stuff around.
So we definitely know we want the rod. There's the robes, the bag, and the 2 potions. Can I open the bag?
Yep. As you open it up, looks like sand. You take a little pinch of it, it drop it back down into the bag. It just looks like sand.
No, I don't need a sand. All right.
But it's a wild card. What does it taste like? Does it taste like magic?
I hand the bag of sand to Dryden.
You taste it.
Eat it.
I take a tiny bit out and in the style of that meme, I drop it like this into my mouth.
So you do that, and it doesn't feel like anything hits your tongue.
What does that mean?
Tasteless sand?
Like all of you watch it like hit his tongue, but Dryden, you swear nothing's hitting your tongue. You don't taste anything. You don't feel anything hit your tongue.
Guys, do I swallow it?
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my God.
Don't do it, please.
Yeah, swallow it.
Do
I
it.
don't know what
Don't
to
eat
do.
magical
Do
items.
it.
I'll give you-
like a good idea.
I know
Yeah,
you're
I'll
not
give you
gonna
3
listen
gold
to
pieces.
me, but please
I'll
don't.
I'll give you 3 gold pieces if you eat
Now
it.
there's a bet he's gonna do it.
3 gold pieces if you eat it.
Zelron, should I swallow this?
I don't care what you
No,
do.
nope.
What is it? Is this a bad idea?
Do it.
Do it.
Nothing in magic's
Alright.
ever been gained by being safe. So
Go big or go home.
Useless, Zelron, you're useless.
as you spit it onto the ground, you watch as your spit hits the ground, and then immediately just seems to evaporate as though it was never there.
What the fuck is this?
So like vanishing powder.
Evaporating spit cream.
Oh, you could be spit cream.
Cream.
I don't know if we're gonna have too many uses for spit cream. now.
Rad squad.
That's good.
All right. So it's looking like definitely the rod.
Do this. Do this.
Do this.
Do this. Do this. Come on.
Don't do it.
Do this.
She's really tired. She's
Do it.
She looks tired.
This.
Do it.
Okay, so
All right.
No.
Well, since we can't make up our mind, I say the rod and the string, unless we're really sold on the vanishing powder.
But what about the ropes?
She wanted the robes. We
I
did.
think
We
the
have
robes would be a
seen.
bit better.
We did find one of these sticks before, and I like them, but we haven't seen the robes yet. We've seen the sticks before. We're probably gonna run into another stick.
If you
Can you
like,
use the robes and your armor?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. I put it on over my armor, so I assumed, and it did feel like I, could do a little bit more magic. I don't know what that means. Can I ask him the Roaring Horn if he knows?
he looks over at you and says, "As I said, they've been sitting back in our treasure room for quite some time. All I know is they're magical, and apart from that, I got no clue."
Zelron,
Alright, how much?
Roaring Horn, you were the least helpful guy. What is? You dump out this magic crap. Say you
got
get
some
to have
stuff.
some of it. You
I
have
got some
no
stuff.
answers
This is stuff
for
that's
it.
just taking up room in my house.
Hey.
I don't need
No,
it.
you only
I'm
have
giving
to
it to you.
awful.
I'm giving 2 of them to you for free. The rest I'm going to sell.
These could be the
Wait,
equivalent
Running
of paper
Ham.
plates right now. Like you
Fine.
could be giving this equivalent of
If
paper
we,
plates.
okay, here's my thoughts. Okay, here's my thoughts. Cool. We just did a bunch of business with you. Okay, so can we get the robes and the string, and the stick?
Make a persuasion
I'll-
check.
Oh God,
That's the microphone.
I believe in you.
motherfucker!
Running Ham, how much for the stick?
Nope.
Hey!
Did you roll a one?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Natural 1. Crit fail from the Roaring Horn. Let's go.
So I
There
get
we
all
go.
of it then, right?
He glances at you and he glances at you as you're like progressively getting more and more worked up. He actually kind of like slowly starts sidestepping behind the giant shield, like the giant metal automaton, and he's like, "Might need some protection here. Don't Brett, don't move unless he moves first. You can have all 3 if you want."
Done.
Yay!
Now, at the beginning, when he dumped all this stuff out, there was like a potion, right?
2 potions dropped out, a purple one and a green one.
How much for the green or the purple potions? They are like,
Well, I don't really know
they're
what
on the
they
discount
cost.
shelf aisle. So,
Well, I don't really know what they cost, and
How about some teeth?
How about I give you, yeah, I'll give you some.
Minions.
No, he probably knows about the rope teeth.
500 gold for the potion.
And we share the rope of teeth. Don't you give yours away?
No, I was saying, but he knows about ropers, so he doesn't.
500 gold should be fairly considerate, depending on what it does.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 500 for one.
Well, no, are we getting both of them?
I'd like to get one. I would get both of them.
Here, I'll get both of them. All right.
Yeah. I'll give 500 for one if you give
So
500.
1,000 for each. Or 1,000 for both. Sorry.
And you don't even know what they cost.
I don't even know what they do. And he says, yeah, sure, take them.
Sweet.
All right.
So
Nice.
Dryden jumps in the air with the stick and hits the button, and it's just hanging there.
yep.
This was the right choice, guys.
Yeah, Dryden's just hanging there, guys. It's great.
Starts doing some pull-ups.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna look to Roaringham one more time.
He reaches down and like starts picking up the rest of the stuff and is putting it back in his bag, which is the small satchel of sand or the small pouch of sand. He takes that and puts it back in his bag.
Wait, how much for the sand? I'll give you 250 right now.
Well, now that I know kind of what that one does, that's probably closer to about 1,000 gold itself.
What if I just take it?
Um,
I'm just hanging there. So what if I just take
Automatons.
the sand?
He's making us stuff. He's making us stuff.
He looks up at you and says, "You can certainly try." All right, on my mark.
Let's not get Brett into this.
On a serious note,
Can I sneak behind Dryden and try to tickle him while he's hanging?
Yes.
Sure. Make a stealth check.
A stealth check.
Oh, I'm the least stealthy.
yes,
Sure,
do
make
it.
a stealth check.
Yes.
Hey, Dryden, make a perception check.
Oh Lord, I'm the least perceptive.
Come on.
Battle of Fairies.
Oh yes.
So, Jeska, you slowly creep up behind where Dryden's currently hanging, and you just start tickling him on his sides. And Dryden just drops down onto the ground and is just in fits of laughter at this point, as Jeska's just currently tickling him in the middle of this
Dryden.
tickle fight.
You left the rod up there.
How you gonna get the rod?
I stand up and take Tonph and throw him at the rock.
Oh
Woof! Tonph, go up, make a dexterity check to see if you can catch it.
God. God bless. Dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, my thing is. Oh, there it is.
Oh! And straight back down.
Son of a. Try it.
Roaring
This is your fault.
Horn's just standing over there, just laughing laughing his ass off. He he looks over at Brett and says, "Help them down with that. Help them down with that, if you wouldn't mind. I'm gonna get started on the work that you asked for me." And Brett walks over, grabs the thing. You hear a and he brings it down, and just opens up and presents it back to you, Dryden.
As he says that, I'm going to say,
Thank you.
"Hey, Zelrun, let's talk in the study."
Okay.
Hold on. What about Marley?
Marley's following Zelren at this point, just kind of.
I mean, like, Zelrun, like, do you know what's wrong with her?
Well, I say we let them talk because it seemed like they needed to talk privately as far as.
Is this like a time of the month kind of thing?
Where, if nothing else, Geth's in there. He can
Alright.
watch over her.
I don't like her going off on her own.
Well, she's with Geth. It's all right.
Yeah.
Geth tried to
So
kill
Geth
her
and
on
Marley, you both
multiple
walk in.
occasions.
So Geth
Geth
and
was
Marley
the
both
one that
walk.
convinced her not to.
Technically, I saved her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So Geth and
then
Marley.
wanted to kill her.
Geth and Marley walk into the study. He kind of like starts clearing spaces on it, like kind of starts just kind of bustling around his study, and he looks back at you. And as he's going about, the large the automaton is squeezing himself through the door, and then walks back in and takes its kind of like place like along the wall. He glances back and says, "And what can I do for you, Master Half-Elf?"
Well, about Kindbur, you see, his name keeps coming up wherever we go, and as one of the more magically adept people of this town, I would suspect that you would know a little bit about him.
Name's come up a few times, but never met the person.
So I don't believe you.
I don't care.
All right, well, maybe this might be able to persuade you, and I pull out the giant sapphire that I took from the tomb.
His eyes dart over it. It's a large gem. What does it do?
See, I'm not too sure what it does. We found this in the middle of a giant tomb. It was guarded by a chimera. It seemed to be a relic of, let's see, what was his name? Forge Breaker something? Does that ring a bell?
I've heard of the Forge Breakers and the Stone Breakers, but never met one in my lifetime. Haven't really spent so much time among dwarves.
Well, I say, well, you see, there's another problem. I promised Marley here that we would bring her to Artris because, for some reason...
Why would you want to take Marley to Artris?
I haven't met the guy, and so I just straight up lied to her, and I look over at Marley while I'm saying this.
She looks up at you and says... And she her eyes kind of grow a little watery, and she just you kind of see the betrayal just hit her all at once, again.
I say, don't worry, Marley. You're gonna be okay. It's fine. We have the best intentions.
Are you listening to this?
Yeah, I don't think you're there.
Because Marley and Geth were the only two that walked in.
I mean, I say nothing.
You say that to Dryden.
Yeah.
Who then takes the stick and puts it vertically and hits the button and starts running in circles around it. This was the right choice.
Anyways. So
I look at Marley and I say, don't worry about it. We found somebody. You'll get over it. I say, well, it seems like your companions in the Harpers wish us well, and I say the words for locate or not locate. Message for in Elven for my crow.
Mm-hmm.
And so I assume it comes out.
Yeah.
To see him.
It pops out and just kind of pops onto your shoulder.
So wouldn't you think you'd want to help out a companion?
Make a persuasion roll.
You know what? I'm feeling kind of lucky again.
Oh, I thought he was going to tease that 3.
You see him kind of deflate a little bit, and he says, "The Harpers are a proud organization. We pride ourselves on maintaining order, peace, and making sure that magical items stay out of the wrong hands."
Well, see, we're on the same page. We're trying to find this stuff to keep it out of someone's hands.
Yeah, but to me it sounds like you want to put it into your hands.
Oh, not necessarily my hands. I want it to be safe as much as you do. It broke my heart when I saw that village destroyed by the frost giants, and if they want that thing, they can't have it, because obviously they don't know what they're doing.
It is quite disturbing that the frost giants are looking for that. I don't know where Archer's Kimber is. Our paths have crossed multiple times, and he is, in my opinion, gone off the deep end. The few times I've met him, he seemed a bit loose. And any attempt I've tried to scry on him to find out his whereabouts, I've been met with ill fate. There was one thing I do remember of them. There's two things I remember, though. One, he was always wearing a very stark blue ring around his middle finger on his left hand. And whenever I would shake his hand, he would always shake with his right, but it was always a very cold handshake. The second thing I remember him talking to last time we met was he had a plan to go north. He believed that there was some magic happening up in the spine of the world. Primarily, some magic that should be left out of, that should be kept out of certain individuals' hands. He mentioned something about a shrine up there, something that has fallen to ruin, and that the barbarian tribes up there have taken and settled into. What was the name of it? It was something of the All-Father, the arm of the All-Father, the fist of the All-Father, something along those lines. The eye of the All-Father.
Eye of the All-Father. And Geth recalls that we previously pissed off a bunch of barbarians up in the northern region.
Some shrine up there. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it myself until Archer started talking about it. But that was where I heard of him going last. But I believe that someone who is keeping a relic or an artifact that dangerous, that's someone who should be dealt with and held, or at least the magic item taken away. Archus was already a very powerful warlock before he met us, and if he truly does have this fabled Ring of Winter, I don't know what he's capable of.
Well, I'm sure we can handle our own. And see, that wasn't so hard, right? We're all friends. We can get this Ring of Winter out of this crazy guy's hands, away from the Frost Giants. You know, now that I'm thinking of it, if we did catch hold of this ring, who would be the best suited to hold on to it?
This fool is the best!
Oh my god. He's swinging around the pole.
He's just swinging around the
camera.
Oh, man.
This was the right choice!
God damn it.
You think the ring would be safe here with you?
Probably not here, no.
I'm sure.
However, the vaults
Belladora.
in Waterdeep might be worth it. I know the Blackstaff has quite an extensive vaults, and she'd probably be more than willing to hold on to something that valuable and that powerful to keep it out of the wrong hands.
Excellent. Last thing, the Staff of Vonendod. Does that ring any bells?
That's a name I haven't heard in quite some time. It's not a
You
staff.
see, it's not.
No.
Or
It's a dragon killing machine.
oh,
Larger than in the tallest giant that any of us have ever seen.
Hey, how big's the staff? Describe it. No.
What staff? What?
Go on.
You're dealing with a rod.
It used to be an automaton, a lot like Barrett over there.
oh,
Oh,
Except
Brett.
large, 50, 70 feet tall.
wow.
Made exclusively for one specific reason. During the wars between the dragons and the giants, it was built by the giants to kill dragons.
Cool.
Wow.
And
Why do you
have
ask,
you
Chris?
heard of what's going on with the Giants lately?
I know activity's been up on them. They haven't attacked Neverwinter yet, but only a matter of time.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be too sure. I mean, they've been going crazy all over. So maybe it's not so safe in Neverwinter anymore.
Maybe. Hopefully Lord Neverember, or hopefully Lord Neverember is sight enough to keep us safe.
That's a name.
So, do you suppose this dragon killing machine could be turned into a giant killing machine?
If you could get all the pieces. It was destroyed quite some time ago. It's rumored that it was made out of adamantium, and there's not a lot. There's very few forges that I know that would be able to work something like that, and all of those forges have been out for quite some time. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. These names keep popping up around.
Make a deception check.
God. I'll stick with it.
He gives you kind of like a knowing look. He kind of gives you like a knowing look and looks over at you, but doesn't really push it much more apart from that.
All right. Well, as far as an enchanter goes, I don't think I have any use for any of your services. So with that,
If you do.
Marley, and I give her a big smile, and I say, now you have fun with the nice man. And I turn around and walk out.
Okay. And it's here that we'll take our 5-minute break for beer runs, bathroom breaks, general...
Beer runs means pee.
Yes.
Not actually getting more beer.
Sure.
Always bring enough with me.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for hanging out tonight. If you are new to the Riot Sessions, this is a weekly D&D podcast that we do every Sunday evening at 7:30 Eastern here on twitch.tv/Shadowhack90. And every first Sunday of the month, we do it over on I'm the Blue Rangers channel, which is twitch.tv/I am the Blue Ranger. I think it's actually I'm the Blue Ranger.
I'm in the current 2017 world where we use, what is that, conjunctions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Conjunctions without punctuation.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
I can't just put
Johnson,
apostrophes in my name, okay? Then I have to be like, it's /I'm apostrophe M the Blue Ranger. It'd be terrible.
Makes it work. Guys, welcome. If you've never played D&D before, it's pretty easy to pick up. It's a role-playing game where we sit around, we literally just laugh, have fun. I take them through a magical fantasy adventure, and they do what they want, and there are consequences to their actions.
Rad Squad.
Hashtag Rad Squad. Make sure while you're watching, if there's any funny moments or anything that you like, make sure you clip it for potential plays of the game, so that we will tweet those out as they come up. And also, I'm going to pass it down to Blue. Because Blue.
For the record, you'll notice that we haven't featured a play of the game in a while, because frankly, we haven't had anything that's just like, damn, like that was the moment. A lot of the sessions have been like littler fights, or there's just been a number of different things that have led to just not having it. But whenever something comes up where it's like someone crit kills 4 things at once while eating a piece of pie, just like, yep, that was great. So,
dude, pie is delicious.
Yeah, right? Wait, are you talking about the fruit kind or the chocolate kind? Because if you're talking about the fruit, you're just wrong.
Or pizza pie.
Yeah, fruit
That's
pie
what
is
I
not
was going
pie.
with.
Fruit pie is cobbler.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Either way.
This apple pie's got apple chunks in it.
What's cobbler?
It's a cobbler. It's cobbler.
I don't
And
make
most-
shoes.
And frankly, most chocolate pie is just pudding in a shell. So realistically, pie doesn't exist. Anyway, existentialism with pie. Anyway, and I'm the Blue Ranger. I'm a variety caster, part-time entertainer here on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/I'm the Blue Ranger. And like Shadowhack said, you'll be able to find the Riot sessions there the first Sunday of every month. It is kind of an outreach program to introduce some of my community to what we do here. But we appreciate you guys coming by and checking this out. I on Mondays do horror games. I don't normally plug my horror nights, but tomorrow night, a day before launch, I will be playing Outlast 2. The NDA lifts on it 2 hours before my stream, which is every Monday for horror. and I don't really have much of an option but to play it, especially seeing as I have a copy of it before it launches. It's pretty awesome. So if you've been interested in seeing some Outlast 2 gameplay, I'm your guy. The funny part there being is that I'm just the biggest wuss, and it's funny. Anyway, I'm gonna pass it over. And then Wednesdays we do a podcast, me and Rams and our co-host Crazy AP69 at 8 p.m. called the Weekly Apologies Podcast. General gaming podcast. Tons of fun. Check it out. Come by, have fun. But since we're talking Spoopy Mondays or Spoopy gameplays, I actually want to toss it up to the top right corner to Shadowcawn, because I want him to talk about his Spoopy nights, because I love him.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shadowcawn. We do Spoopy nights as well. Actually, the following days. We do them on Tuesdays. We've been having a lot of fun with it. We just finished Layers of Fear, and we're going to be doing Outlast 2. Not on Monday, though, because I don't have fancy smancy hookups, and I just have to play it when it releases.
You just gotta give. Never mind.
Yep. But
How's your job, Lou?
On the other side of it, on Mondays we do Cards Against Humanity, and that is also really fun. We've been having a really good time with it.
It's really funny.
Yep.
We've been having a good time with it, cutting up, laughing, and all that fun jazz. But I'm at twitch.tv/Shadowcawn. You can find me there. I'm also on Twitter, and I tend to put out on.
Yeah,
on,
he
there
does.
We go. That's the end.
He
Go
does.
to the next
He puts
person.
out.
when I'm putting out on Twitter, it tends to be when I'm putting out. So you can find me there if you really want some.
There's a little sex gong that you hear every time. It's just dong.
Yep, and then
Yeah, buddy.
the echo of it is Red Squad. But with that, we'll bounce all over the place. Yeah, we'll take it to the man who doesn't do much at all, Mr. Geth.
I was waiting for you to say Cody. I would be like, you're a dick.
And I was kind of like, yeah.
Hey everybody, my actual name's Zach, but I don't stream. I was tempted to get into streaming a while back, but it just wasn't for me. But that's okay. These guys around us here take care of it just fine. Trust me, I lurk in their streams, well, sometimes.
See, here's the best part though, is he's not a streamer, so I don't think he knows this, but he added me as a friend on Twitch. So now when he comes to my stream, it comes up, your friend, Only One Shoe is now watching, and I'm just like, always, I never call anyone out, but I'm always tempted to be like, hello, Zach. Like, just because I know he's not going to say anything.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Most of the time, I'm playing games with them, especially Shadowcawn. Most of the time, he's playing multiplayer games. I'm there, so you can feel free to trash talk me to him. I won't be seeing it. But anyway, you can find me at my Twitter handle's above me somewhere. I tweet sometimes. It might be funny stuff. I don't know. I don't care. But it's fun for me. I like it. So.
All that matters.
Red Squad.
Yeah, Rad Squad. That's right.
There you go.
That's what we're all about here at the Rad Squad.
You be you. Is what
That's right.
Our theme is.
Mm-hmm.
You be you.
I'm gonna do me, man.
Do you.
That's right.
Who are you doing next?
Again.
But you have to pass it.
You have to pass it.
Sorry. Oh, who's it going?
He's doing himself,
Good night,
guys.
Who's
everybody.
it gone?
So here's your second plug. Go ahead and
Yeah.
do your second plug.
Hey guys. No. So who hasn't gone? Who are we missing?
Like
Cody
3
and
people on the
Rams.
Cody?
screen.
Let's
Yeah,
go
Cody
right above me
Rams.
then, Mr. Bedrock.
Hey guys, Codybedrock 36. I'm on Twitch, Codybedrock 36, and I play video games from time to time. I usually tell you when I'm going to do that on the Twitters, and also turn on Twitch notifications, let you know exactly when I go live. And now to Ramsbug.
Hi, I'm Ramsbug. I also do not stream, but I do frequent these fine fellows' streams. You'll find me on Twitter, though. I am a little more active now that work has slowed down a bit. 2 more weeks of something at work, and then I'll be back to my regular scheduled nonsense. You'll find me here on Sunday nights. You'll find me on Blue's channel on Wednesday nights, where we drink beer and we talk games and we talk Twitch. And it's sort of a free-form podcast that always ends up really, really nice, even though we don't plan for anything. And we do get some special guests on there that are really kick-ass, like Continue and other such people.
I think we have Sergeant Fidget this week, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, Sergeant Fidget on Wednesday, who's a Destiny streamer and a handsome fella. And so that's what I do on Wednesdays. As far as my Twitter goes, you'll see who I'm watching and when I'm doing it and who I'm promoting and why I like them. So if you're interested in variety casters, you're interested in meeting really good community-based streamers, follow me and we can hang out together. At Ramsbug. I think it's just Hack left. Shadowhack.
Yeah,
Shadowhack.
Yeah, hi. I'm Shadowhack90. I am a streamer here on Twitch, as well as I post the Riot sessions. I am your quote-unquote illustrious DM, as it has been, as it has been self-proclaimed and apparently picked up by everybody. So that has now stuck. I like to play video games when I have time. It's going to hopefully pick up a little bit more since school is out after tonight, because I just have a little bit more on a project I got to finish up. We've got a lot of stuff coming down the woodworks, or coming down the Drainworks, or whatever. Coming down something. It's trickling down.
It's trickling down.
We got a lot of stuff coming in.
Oh, can we show the pictures?
Yeah, show the pictures.
Yes.
All of the pictures
We can do that.
all of the character pictures that you have seen on the stream, which I'm assuming Blue's gonna be showing you.
Dryden.
As well as that are currently over the people on the YouTube video for mine. These were all done. We all had them commissioned as individual portraits for ourselves, to kind of give us at least an inkling of what our characters look like. I play way too many characters, so they made me look like the DM with a haircut and a beard, and it actually looks pretty badass. So all these pictures are done, and we got a lot of other stuff coming down the woodwork. It's gonna look. We're gonna be working on hopefully releasing that stuff over the next month to 2 months. Or at least what we have ready and what we have available. As soon as it's all set, we will be releasing it, and it's gonna look dope.
Yep.
I do Riot sessions here on Sundays, and then when I have time to work on the second campaign, I will run that. I'm toying around with the idea of trying to figure out like a one-shot to bring down to Guardian Con for people who, maybe have never played D&D. And if I have free time, which I don't know if that'll be a thing, probably not, but may as well at least have that prepared. Maybe figure out a one-shot that maybe I could use to introduce some people to. That's more like a 45-minute one-shot or something. I think it'd be kind of fun.
I can always help set that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got plenty of DMs going.
We got so
around
many
here.
DMs. But yeah, and but we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff we're working on, and we'll be releasing that as soon as we can, and when it's ready. Don't want to rush stuff. Hopefully you guys like the Riot sessions. If you do like the Riot sessions, feel free, please spread it out. Get people in here, talk about it, and make sure the biggest thing you can do is watch our Twitters and tweet out when it's happening and that you guys are hanging out here watching it. And especially, or even when the YouTube videos go live on Mondays, make sure you tweet those out as well and share those. That's the best way that you can help support us and keep the Riot sessions going strong. It's a fantastic thing, guys, and we appreciate all the support that you guys continue to show us week after week. And thank you for everyone who continues to come back. That's just humbles. That's just humbling, surprisingly, not surprisingly.
You guys are the best.
I think that's it. You guys ready to get back in?
Let's do it.
Sweet.
Oh, one quick aside.
I lied.
Did we find a pickup line?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't look.
That's fine. Well, I can
up
remind. I was away from this whole weekend, so I didn't have a chance to remind you guys. But I think next week we'll definitely try and so I guess this is another week. Continue to let us know, guys, if you think of a really good Dryden pickup line. If you can tweet it at Shadowhack and I'm the Blue Ranger with the what hashtag did you guys do? Dryden pickup lines?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Some did this Riot session.
or Discord. Just putting them in Discord is
Discord
probably
work
the
too.
easiest way.
But that way we can pick one up, and hopefully I'm thinking next week we should be able to
It's hashtag Riot Sessions and placement Discord, or if you can.
At least people know that we
Yeah.
picked one. We may not let that know until it's used, but that way they can know that they got it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Cool.
Show. Oh, one quick question about my hammer.
Yes.
I know my older hammer had +1 on attack, I believe it was, or was it damage?
Was I believe the attack? What do you mean?
Okay, either way, am I adding 2 now to my new hammer, or just the 1 on each?
What do you mean
On
plus
attack and
1?
My last hammer that I bought from that merchant, it had a +1 on, I think, damage.
Yeah, this has +1 on attack and damage rolls.
Okay, so it
it's-
stays the same on damage, but +1 on attack.
Yeah.
Bam. Okay, cool.
So that'll increase that a little bit, and also gives you an additional blood curse that you can use.
Oh, nice.
as well.
Yeah, plus blood curse.
So you are basically adding an additional blood curse as long as you have this weapon attuned to you.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyone have anything they would like to do in the 3 days apart while you guys are waiting for your stuff to get made and picked up?
I need to go to the blacksmith and make more grenades
Okay.
and start work on a blunderbuss
right.
shotgun.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna be doing that. Okay. Make your tinkering check for the grenades.
Nice.
Yeah. You make 1.
One.
It's
That's good.
Write down next to that 1, write question mark. Because it's not the best work. You kind of did it in a rush. It's not the best you could have done. So write question mark next to it.
That's fine.
And make another tinkering check for the
scattergun.
For the scattergun to start.
That's better.
Okay. You start working on it. You kind of set up. You start working with the blacksmith and laying out different components to it. Working on mostly just getting the barrel correct. That's kind of the big thing for you, is making sure that the barrel is going to work well. So that's what you get mostly done, is the barrel, as well as the wood portion of the actual stock to it.
I'd like to make a note on it. I want to leave a portion for this electric crystal as well.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Are you putting that on the barrel, or are you putting that on the stock itself?
In the stock.
The barrel?
Okay. On the side of the barrel, or are you putting it? Where are you putting it?
The side of the barrel closest to the end, I suppose. Or no, not the firing end, the shouldering end.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All I need to know. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you start working on, you get the barrel pretty much mostly completed, and you spend a lot of time working mostly on that. You do get the stock at least carved out and starting the sanding process of getting that to where you like it. It's gonna take a few more days, probably a few more days, but or a little bit more time. But that's what you get completed within those 3 days.
That's fine.
As well as the etching where you want to put the crystal.
I mean, this is practically the last thing in my arsenal, so.
You have a lot, dude. It's crazy.
My cat just drooled on me. Cats drool?
So,
Hell.
Dryden,
Jessica's
you pick
gonna
up your
spend the-
Dryden. You pick up your special project. It is.
So we're back in town?
Well, you're this is during the 3 days that everything else has happened, the stuff's getting made, that because you guys have commissioned a lot within the past 3 days, or within the past day and a half. So this during those 3 days, I'm kind of going over what you get accomplished before we jump to the next part. So you pick up your special project.
If I'm back in town, there's one thing I would like to do, and
Yeah.
I don't think it would take long.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I need to go to the enchanter.
That was the guy who you just were talking to.
Who?
Roaring Horn.
Roaringham is the enchanter.
Oh, is that where we? No, you guys went to an enchanter before that.
Nope.
I thought.
Roaring Horn
That was
was the.
Oh, then
was
I have to wait till the next enchanter.
I mean, if you want something done
No,
by
we
Roaring
went to
Horn-
the jeweler.
I have to wait for the next enchanter. I just pick up my thing from the jeweler.
Okay, so you pick that up.
Because if he sees these stones, he's gonna take them from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Jessica spends the 3 days prepping for the enchantment that she's going to be a part of. So
I was going to say, you're helping. That's part of your 3 days is actually helping with the
all
enchantment.
her downtime is in meditation and making sure it's the best.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, Dryden, what you pick up is less of it's less of like a piece of jewelry, which was kind of what you were originally expecting. And what you pick up is this full, like, tribal, like, very, very well made hide vest that has like different, like, very, very beautifully polished and etched in bones that are like that kind of go like across like the chest, that go like across the chest line. They go across the chest line of the front. The 2 claws are currently like draped over the shoulders themselves, or draped off the shoulders themselves. And like there's like even like parts, like what look like parts of like different ribs and different like just completely different like animal like bones, like from other animals that aren't just your bear that you brought in, that are just like etched into, like stitched into this. As you turn it around and look at the back, you see a large etched into the or embossed into the actual leather and hide itself is the embossment of like a bear claw, like, or a bear print basically. The teeth are like the teeth are like hanging off of that. It kind of jingles, like, or rattles a little bit as you move, but not too much that you don't think it's going to be really much of a problem. And then like there's just beautiful like accents of other bones and things just accented throughout the whole piece.
Awesome.
Awesome. Sorry.
Yeah, Dryden.
I don't know if I need an enchanter for this. Now, this isn't a secret. I'm not trying to be secretive. I just don't need our enchanter to know about this.
Yeah.
So I got these stones now.
Yeah.
And my thought is,
you have 2 of
if
them.
I put one on one hand axe and one on the other, perhaps I can arc energy between the 2 of them when I wield them. Right?
Can always
That's
try.
kind of neat. But I don't know if I need an enchanter to make that happen, or if I can use the jeweler to just attach them to the axe, have them weld or like put some sort of setting into the axes for that. Do you think a jeweler could do that?
You may need to do that anyways, and then have the enchanter actually enchant the stone.
You can have
The stones already have the energy, though.
You can have the enchanter put inlets on your axes, either in the axes themselves or on the handle portions of them. Like, that's not a problem. Like, you could basically have.
Are you talking about the jeweler?
A jeweler person, yeah, you can have somebody do that. Like, that's not that big of an issue. You'd probably looking more at a blacksmith for that, honestly. But I mean, a jeweler or a blacksmith will be able to make it happen.
Let's save time. I go to someone and have them do this quick.
Cool. Yeah.
Axe
head. Are you putting it on the axe head, or are you putting it on the handle?
It would be on the axe heads.
Okay, so you're putting it on the actual axe heads. Gotcha. Cool. Done. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a cost.
It's like 5. It's like maybe 5 gold. Like, it's not much. It's quick.
Okay. Sweet. Great. Awesome. And that's cool. I'm done.
Are you putting the stones in, or are you?
I would like the stones placed in them.
Okay,
yes.
so you
in a way
have
that they need to be secured. Like, they're not. These are not showpieces. These are
okay. So you
functional
got the indents, and then you actually have them placed and fitted. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. So you have 2 gems currently placed inside of your axe heads. Yeah.
On a quick aside, I was going to see if Geth could tinker me another net arrow.
Geth, make a tinkering roll for that. Yeah, he's able to craft one for you.
Okay.
And we need our armor.
Yeah. Well, I think
Jeska,
we're
you
going to
took
wrap
the
all
ropes?
that up. Yeah.
Jessica, you took the robes? Is that correct? Okay. After you spend some time with them and you attune to them, please. So make sure you mark off that you have attuned to your robes.
Okay.
Because this hasn't come into process much, but just keep in mind everyone does get 3 attunements. So you can have a max of 3 items that are attuned to you at any one time. You have 3 of them. Jeska, you as you place on the robes, and like you've kind of like stripped out of your other armor, and you're wearing the robes, they do like kind of magically form to fit your body. Your AC goes up by 1. So it is a +1 to it is a +1 armor set. It acts as though it is leather armor. It acts like, I'm just saying, like for the AC purposes, it acts as that. But it still has the aesthetics of robes. You also gain, as a reaction, you also gain the ability to. How did I have this? Fuck. Derp.
As a reaction, you can how to fuck.
No.
It's an inquisitive thing. You have to roll to see if you learned how to do it, but there is a chance that you can succeed on how to fuck.
Making dumb babies.
Making dumb babies.
I mean, what I've already learned from the Giants book, so we'll see how that turns out.
Post type?
The Giants romance novel.
But are making giant babies different than making dragonborn babies?
I
Do
don't
not
know.
want.
This is all I know.
Do not want.
All I know is the mating rituals of giants.
Giant dragonborns.
Okay, that's how I had it. The robe has 2 spell slots. You gain 2 spell slots that can be used for minor healing, is what they are. Like
Minor meaning level 1?
like
1 through 3?
like level 1, like healing. What's the spell called? Shit.
Healing word?
Healing words, yeah.
And cure wounds is level 1.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll say it's a level 1 cure wounds. You basically, it gives you like three cure wound slots that you can use as bonus actions.
3 or 2?
2. Sorry, my bad.
you get 2 with the robes, but you can then use your whatever spell
But
slots.
basically, like they're like it's additional
As
spell
bonus
slots
actions.
on top of those. But the robe spell slots can only be used for cure wounds.
That's a
Gotcha.
good deal.
That's awesome, because healing word's already a bonus, and cure wounds is usually an action. So.
Yeah.
Did you get my whisper, by the way, Nathan?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
We all got the nudes, thanks.
They're nuds, guys. Make sure you pronounce
Nuts.
it
Yeah.
Nuds.
Nuts.
I forgot
Red
about
Squad.
Nuts. Red nuts.
That's like episode
Red
8.
nuts.
Nut Squad.
Nuts.
Nuts.
What? That's better. That's way better.
What are you wanting to change it to?
Oh well, I'll
say.
I'll look and I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
Yeah, we can go over that later. Yeah, but yeah, we can. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Cool. Jeska, over the course of the 3 days, Okay. All right. Cool. Gotcha. Dryden. Jeska, over the course of the last 2 days, you end up going back over to Sir Roaringhorn's house, and you spend over between on one of the days you spend about 12 hours just working on the enchantment. On the second day, you spend about 9 hours working on the enchantment with him. I need for you to make either a religion or an arcana check.
Let's do religion. Of course. Of course.
So apparently Jessica doesn't know anything today.
So on the first day,
Do you need me to tie your boots for you?
so
I left my boots.
well
somewhere. I
that
don't
would
even
that
know
would be
where they are.
based off
I don't
her
know where they
intelligence,
are.
not necessarily her religion. On the first day, you and Sir Roaringhorn take quite a long time actually to actually like just really kind of get the magic to even begin to set into this stone itself. Go ahead and make.
Is there no like advantage or anything? Because I've been like thinking about this. And
Go
they're
ahead and make another check, and this will be for day 2. Okay. On the second day is when you really make progress on it, and you feel as though the energy, like you yourself, you're spending most of the time kind of just praying and just trying to channel as much divine energy as you can into this stone. Sir Roaringhorn is just constantly walking around talking. He's doing weird things with his fingers and his hands. But on the second day, eventually, at the very end of the 9 hours, you finally, like, during a very intense portion of your prayer and during a very intense portion of Roaringhorn just constantly muttering and doing something, your eyes flare open with this bright divine platinum energy, and you look down at the stone and you watch as the energy just fades away from you, and you watch as the stone just gently pulses with a very, very low yellow glow.
Cool. And it's the 2 rubies instead of the skull, right?
Yeah. The whole skull itself is pulsing with this like yellow glow.
Dope.
So yeah, feels like the enchantment has stuck. Roaringhorn looks at it and says, "Interesting. I've never been able to actually get the divine magic to really sink into objects like that. Seems like it'll work."
All right. Well, you know what? This was a learning experience for both of us. I appreciate your help.
Okay. You now have a bless ring. It takes an action to cast it for the wearer.
Okay.
So whoever is wearing it can cast the bless action only on themselves. They can't transfer it to 3 people. It is only to themselves.
Gotcha. Just typing
And
it up.
I'll send you the card. I'll start making cards for some of these things over the week, so that you guys actually have them in your inventory. All right, cool. Nice. All right. On the final day, all of you have collected everything that you have been working on, that you have commissioned. Your gold pouch is significantly lighter.
Not mine.
Roaringhorn, as you all kind of gather back at the tavern that you've been staying in. What's your plan, guys?
No one got a hooker this whole time?
What was the armor that we got?
Dryden, I'm
we had
proud
the
of
dragon
you.
armor and the
Remoraz.
Remoraz armor.
That's right.
I was much more focused on death these last 3 days and how to cause more of it.
And yeah. You guys already paid for it too, if I recall correctly, right?
Yep. Everything's been paid
That's what I
for.
thought.
We just have to pick it up.
The
I
Remoraz.
paid for half of mine.
Okay, the Remoraz armor counts as basic leather. Counts as leather armor. In terms of like its strength and everything, it has a +1 on top of it though. So it is it's a +1 bonus to your armor class on top of whatever the Shimajigla is. The dragon hide armor, or the dragon scale armor, is what you got actually, and that is specifically a Tonph wearing thing because you had significantly less than what you got from the Remoraz.
Yep.
Where is it? There we are. It counts as it counts as basically chainmail armor. Is what it is. It is it's a total of
So is it at, well? No, I thought we had infused the scales into a leather armor.
That's right, you did that. So it ends up becoming like a half plate armor. Is what it ends up being.
Half plate. Okay. And then does that? Okay, so this is just outside of it. Does that allow for the disadvantage on stealth, or is it still loose enough where I won't be disadvantaged?
It has the disadvantage on stealth, unfortunately. So.
Okay. All right.
But it does also have the +1 on top of it for the AC. So it's like it is the half plate armor, which is 15 plus your dex, and then it has a +1 on top of that.
Okay, so it's a 16 plus. All right.
16. So total is 17 in total, but unfortunately it does have a disadvantage on stealth right now.
Oh, so it's a 17 plus?
Well, it's a 17 total because it's 15 plus your dex, so whatever your dex modifier is.
Oh yeah, because it's a maximum of 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then and then it's the +1.
So it's an 18 then.
Total of 18, but it has disadvantage on stealth. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have that. All right.
And the cloak.
The cloak you get, it has the dark vision. Doesn't need a tuning. It's just something that if you place the hood up, you get it.
Okay.
The spell is instantly cast on the wearer.
Okay.
Cool. All right. What's your plan?
Yeah. I have fixed all the teeth that I recovered to my necklace.
Yeah.
And I go up to the bartender for a round of shots with that blue stuff that makes y'all cold feeling. Because I like that stuff.
Yeah, you get it.
And I bring it to the table for everybody else.
Cool.
Jeska
There you
actually
go.
partakes.
Yeah.
By the way, Shadow.
Yeah.
Pass without a trace. Is that?
Oh, is that what you're learning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm done with that. That's fine. All
Okay.
right.
So Jeska takes the shot and gets really wasted from it because she never drinks. And then she's gonna tell Brontor and give him the ring.
Constitution
and say,
saving throw from Jeska.
and try to say something romantic to him.
Constitution saving throw followed by a persuasion roll. After you tell us what you say.
Oh.
Oh my god, I don't know where Constitution.
Oh wait, how drunk is Jeska?
It's equivalent.
8 out of 10.
It's equivalent to somebody who's never drank before, and they've just downed their first shot, and they think they're a lot drunker than they actually are.
So I can't replace Brontor with myself in this situation. It's just open
I mean,
up
you can
that.
try if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. You can try.
Go up to Brontor, tap him on the shoulder. I go, let's just see if this works. Let's just see if this works.
Okay.
Sit down in Brontor's seat.
I pour another shot and take it.
Okay. So, Jeska, you end up saying something very romantic.
Jeska takes another shot.
Jeska ends up saying something very says something very romantic and dragon.
Brontor, I know that you've had some rough battles.
Yes.
Such as when you laid on the floor for most of one of them, and then
was
you
rough.
fell into that pit for the other one. And then some you just weren't even around until we already beat the things. But you're my hero.
I like to hear that. You're my hero.
I'm talking to Brontor.
We didn't roll for this or anything. She totally wasn't even paying attention, which means it kind of worked.
I
Make
know,
a perception,
like, I'm talking to
Jessica. Make a
Brontor,
perception.
though.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Why is
What?
Dryden answering?
She wasn't paying attention. That means in the real we tricked her.
I was paying attention. I was like, why is Dryden?
Because Dryden and Brontor were switching places while you were drinking. You
I
know,
wanted to see if you were drunk enough to notice. That was it.
Dryden and Brontor make stealth checks with disadvantage
Disadvantage.
because she's not that drunk.
No, 5.
Yeah. I got a 6.
Yeah,
We're
Jessica,
drunk,
you
by the way.
Yeah, we can
Jessica,
change
you
places.
watch as they
Yeah, okay, come here. Just hang out real quick.
We got it. Hold on.
I wish I had a scene set up where we were in different spots.
We can do it.
So Jessica,
Go.
So Jessica,
Go.
you watch as like Brontor and Dryden like just switch spots so that Dryden's now sitting in front of you and then Brontor is just sitting off to the side. And as you start talking, your eyes like kind of like focus on Dryden for a second and then they just go straight over to Brontor. And you say all this right to Brontor. It's not hard.
And so I I put this little thing together. I hope it's scary enough for you because I know you like scary things. But here's a skull with some ruby eyes, and it will bless you if you wear it.
Oh, thanks. You're the best.
Thanks.
And I give her a nice little nudge on the shoulder. There you go. You're the best.
Yeah,
Now let's get drunk.
buddy.
Did that nudge make me
Thanks,
pregnant?
friend.
I
What was that?
I don't think that's how it works.
I said, did that nudge make me pregnant?
No.
Yeah.
That's all I only know giant mating rituals, and this wasn't in the book.
That's true. I mean, you know draconic mating rituals, but
Kind of. I
Well, we don't know
grew
that.
up in a temple.
So, where's Harshnag right now?
Harshnag's outside the city, so you're as the days are passing, you do spend some time walking in and out of the city and visiting with him.
Oh yeah, we got to bring him some booze too.
I think I'm gonna go visit with Harshnag.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go spend some more time with him.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave him all alone, and I feel like he's my buddy.
Okay, you find him outside of the city, easy enough. Not too hard to find him. And you actually
Wow, he was not pleased to
Harshnag
see.
is not happy right
you find
now.
some you find some wild dogs actually chasing around his feet, and he's just sitting there cross-legged, just enjoying watching them, slowly sipping on from his cask of ale that he has.
Oh.
And
How wasted are we when we go visit him?
no, it's just Dryden. This isn't you guys.
Oh,
By the way, on the side note, I still got those sending stones. Does anybody want to kind of like help chip in on those?
how much?
What?
Buddy?
I'm
It
not
was
with you anymore, but I would answer.
What?
How much were they?
It was 1,500 gold to get all of them, I think, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Well,
I can toss you
so wait, do
250.
I have my sending stone?
It's up to you.
Like,
It's up to you.
Have one?
It's up to you and Tonph. I don't know.
Tonph, did you give me a sending stone? Like, do I have one?
Did you give me my money?
I was gonna say I would use it to say, yeah, I'll pay you, but no, I don't have one, so I can't tell him.
I
So you're
give
just
Tom
you're not,
300.
It's not that big a deal. I mean, I gave them out
Yeah.
and apparently
I
we're
was
not
gonna say,
paying attention to our own.
because when I bought them,
histories.
that was the whole thing. Was I gave them to everybody, but I was just
It was
wondering if anybody
1,300.
chipped in them.
And Storms was paying attention. You talked him down to 1,300.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Storm.
Thanks, Storms.
Thanks, Storms.
Anyways, so yeah, you I figured you passed him out, but
I'll give you
as-
250 for mine.
as you put him up on that earlobe, they actually like grow, like they actually end up growing and actually like they kind of form to like this weird mud style, like this mud texture, and they kind of just form around like the top portion of your ear, and then it solidifies into a harder stone again, and it's just like sitting on top of your ear. You reach up and try and pull it, and as you pull it, your ear actually pulls with it. It's a really bizarre feeling. But as
Alright.
you,
It's
but-
right up Tom's alley.
but as you place your hand on it, and actually begin talking, you can all hear each other through the earpieces.
Oh, cool. Hey, can you hear me?
All right, we'll just say 250.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
make it easy.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So as you're so Dryden visits Harshnag a couple times. On the third day.
Harshnag has been drinking.
On the third day, as you are enjoying your drinks as you're enjoying your drinks and you've kind of just been relaxing, what is the plan moving forward here?
Well, it looks like we're going back north, aren't we?
Well, you guys don't know any of that.
Nope, just Geth knows that.
Well, I say we look for Artemis.
Artris.
Artris.
There
Artie.
you go.
Where did?
Do we need
Artemis
to find?
Kindberg.
Do we need to find Artress?
By any chance, did anybody check on Marley? Nope. All right. Well, I'm gonna go check on Marley.
I was actually thinking about making like a little game for her,
Well,
so she has something to do.
you find Marley back at Lord Roaringhorn's manor, and she is actually working with Roaring Horn, and she seems to have Roaring Horn has seemed to kind of taken her on as like an apprentice to an extent. During those 3 days, Jeska would have heard this, and she would have heard that over the course of Marley and Lord Roaring Horn's talks, Lord Roaring Horn has explained to her that magic and the gifts of the Arcana is not something you can just simply take away. And based on Marley's situation, it seems as though she's had an encounter with some magical force that ended up giving her the ability to tap into this power.
She's a sorcerer kind of thing. Now,
something she doesn't. Really
it's just an innate power.
It is something. She is not sure what it is. She's not sure specifically how to control it, but she believes that Roaring Horn and the Harpers might be able to help her one day control her powers. So she's currently working under Lord Roaring Horn and learning with him over the course of those 2 days, and she seems kind of adamant on more staying and kind of learning as much as she can.
Okay, so
is there a way that I could learn from Roaring Horn, since I do kind of magic stuff, like kind of some practices in case she has to come with us after the 3 days to keep her like powers kind of like up to date?
He looks at when you ask him that, he kind of just laughs and kind of shrugs it off and tells you that it's really only something that she can learn from a full wizard or sorcerer or warlock.
In the meantime, I go to Geth and ask him if he can use his sending bird to let Marley's mom know that she is getting help from one of the people here in Neverwinter. We don't know how long it'll take to help her, but she is in good hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
I relay the message to Marley's mom.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, what are we doing, guys and gal? We were here to find Artemis or Artris.
Yep.
But we don't know where he is. I do pull out the rod again and just check. I'm sure it probably still points in the same direction, but I mutter out the words locate and giant again and see what it does.
It's a pulling back to like the northeast is kind of the pulling. It's very faint, but it is a pulling up to the northeast.
Okay.
So I guess go that way, right, guys?
I mean, we can. I'm good with it.
Check it out while we're here.
I'm
Dryden?
all about it. I'm all about it.
Northeast
do it.
again? I say we get some horses this time, though.
Jeska? That sounds like a good idea, everybody.
Let's go and do it.
We can do it.
To make a dragon baby, and that
Rat
sounds like the right way to go to do it.
Rat Squad.
Wow.
Yep. Rat Squad.
Rat Squad.
What we DM saying, Rat Squad?
So as you as you walk out the as you're walking out towards the exit of the city, you hear this boom 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 sound coming up behind you guys.
Is there a fee-fi?
What's that noise?
Hi,
You
I'm
feeling
Jeska.
okay there, Jeska? You got a little bit of a throat thing going on there.
I've been sick, and I use my throat a lot.
Good to
You glance
know.
behind you.
Good to know.
You glance behind you and you watch as
done.
you watch as the large hulking automaton, metal automaton ends up racing up towards you. Boom, 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 boom. Stops about 3 feet away from you, or stops about 5 feet away from you. Opens as it extends its hand, and sitting in its palm is a small scroll.
Yeah, I'm not going near him. He punched me in the face last time.
I'll take it and open it up.
Inside the scroll it says,
Well, I don't know that language. What language was that?
It says,
Is it in
Nordish.
common?
it's in common. It says, it starts out saying, Rad Squad, come to the... It says, come to the north side of the city, just outside the wall. And it says, and it's signed Lord Roaringhorn.
Cool.
Oh,
Great.
Well, do we
Let's,
want to go to the north side of the city, or do we want to go northeast?
Let's go meet with Roaringhorn.
yeah, let's do that, and then we can go northeast.
Okay, I'm down. Oh, pop my neck. All right, northeast.
Jeska,
Then.
what do
Or
you think?
North. Rad's gone.
Let's go.
Rat Squad.
Rat
What's our
Squad.
main focus now? Still finding our
Roaring Horn.
Right now, it's Roaringhorn.
found Roaringhorn.
But he told us to meet us with the squirrel.
Meet with the squirrel.
What the squirrel?
Yeah, didn't he just give us a squirrel?
A scroll.
Oh,
What up, squirrel?
I was like, I thought we were writing on squirrels now.
Play of the game.
We got talking squirrels.
As you
Shit is nuts.
So
we
you-
got
they
message
needed
birds.
a
I thought we had message
automaton.
squirrels.
I think we should go with the squirrel.
Oh, that's great. So you end up walking towards the northern side of the city, and I want all of you to make perception checks. All of you make
I'm
perception checks.
So
All of
perceptive.
us. Even the squirrel, or is the squirrel fine?
The squirrel's non-existent, so
Yeah, there's no squirrel.
there is no squirrel.
Here comes the sun.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Squirrel is a lie.
Here comes the sun.
Tonph, Geth, and Dryden.
Yeah, buddy.
As you approach the north side of the city, you notice just over the wall, something looks off about the horizon that like you're kind of used to seeing, and you guys are kind of lower to the wall than usual, or like you're lower to the wall, so you can't like see like the actual horizon line. But as you kind of glance over, like what you expect to see of just like kind of just the edge of the wall, you watch as it goes like edge of the wall, red something, like red, like kind of like a deep like crimson red something or other, like in a arcing formation, and then wall, like there's like wall, then like on the it looks like it's on the other side of the wall. There's like this red something, like
So we've never seen the sun.
it's not a sun. It's not like emitting light. It's just red.
What is this thing?
I don't know.
I don't see nothing.
Nah, you guys are having conversations.
Yeah. Do we
It seems
want to
like
look
some-
and see what that thing is?
Yeah, that might be Roaringhorn waiting for us over there.
Okay.
Hey,
let's
Jessica, you
go.
want another
Remember
shot?
Roaringhorn being red.
Let's go for it.
I don't know.
Maybe he stopped being boring horn and started being roaring horn. Okay.
And with that, I'll use my cool little new thingy majigger. I'll do pass without trace.
Cool.
Okay. So as you cast it, you feel like all of you kind of look down and watch as your shadows actually right up kind of onto your body, and you feel as though like the shadows kind of like cling to you a lot harder, and you as you continue walking, people are passing you and they don't really seem to be taking notice of you. Like their eyes will like watch you, and then they'll kind of just like their eyes will like kind of like look at you, and then they'll just kind of glaze over and keep going about their business.
Cool.
As you walk outside of as you get past the main gate, what you see sitting on the ground just off to about 50 feet away is what can only be described something that looks like an odd cross between a snow sleigh and a water-faring boat. But attached to the top of it, via different ropes and riggings, is this large red fabric of some form that seems to be just floating in midair. What looks like a large harpoon is like jutting off the front of the front of this vessel of some form. You watch as you see like some like as different figures are kind of darting around it at this point. A very large propeller is attached to like the back bottom of this construction, from what you can see.
Dibs.
Oh, you got it.
In my travels, would
got
I have known or seen anything maybe like
It's
this?
shotgun.
Make a history check.
Is your shotgun?
Dang.
11.
Nope.
Cool.
I travel a lot by sea.
Make a history check.
Ah, 15.
11.
I
How
know a
does
lot about
my
giants
11
now,
fare?
but
Nope.
from my
I mean, Dryden, you've always thought that boats that could fly would be kind of cool, but you never really gave it much thought, apart from just saying, "Damn, that'd be kind of cool, man."
I know a lot about giants though from my reading.
Yeah.
Oh, about their
is this
genitalia.
giant-
There's a difference.
Is this giant related? Or would I know?
It doesn't look giant related. It looks more human made, or like small folk constructed.
Do we see our or Zelrin anywhere on it?
Yeah, not on it. As you get closer, you do you watch as the large automaton actually races past you, boom, 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 and
Bastion?
just goes past you, and ends up
No, Alphonse.
standing by a figure that's at the base of this ship. You get closer, and you find Lord Roaringhorn. Find Lord Roaringhorn standing at the base of it, looking up at the ship with a kind of envious look on his face. As you approach, and as you make your approach, he kind of catches sight of you, and oh no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So as you guys get closer and closer, you basically are like right next to him at this point. Still has not even noticed you.
Use your thaumaturgy and call up to him.
I use
Jessica?
my thaumaturgy and say, well, aren't we right there?
You're right next to him. You're like
But he
standing
is,
like
he is.
2 feet from
I
him.
yell in his ear because I was told to do this.
And right before,
So now it's okay if she just does whatever that she's told to do.
right when
Things
she
that are
yells,
things that are within my
He
morals.
hasn't
I'll
seen
do.
us yet, so we got to get his attention somehow.
right when
Hey,
she starts yelling, I
we're
drop
here.
past without a trace.
We're here. That's all I say.
Oh my God! What are you? Jesus!
We
You're
did it.
some of the most
Sorry.
stealthy fucking bastards I've ever met.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, but
Me
I'll
either.
take it.
Sort of a
SMPs.
thing that I do.
He looks over and he says, huh, after collecting himself, and is like, well, so you got my note? Might I introduce to you the wonder that is this majestic air vessel? Ah, ain't she a beaut?
Are you going to be joining us?
No.
What's a beaut? Is she an air vessel or is it a she?
Where did you get this?
Did you name it?
I did not name it, although the crew appears to have named it themselves.
Do the back seats fold down?
Are there cup holders?
He kind of just gives you a
What kind of financing did you
really,
get?
really confused look.
What was the AARP that you got on this thing? Like, do I need to get some more insurance, or am I good with just partial cover?
Well, I've got collision. If you've got,
You got all right. We're good. We're good.
How's your stow and go seating?
God.
Trunk space. What are we looking at trunk
hate
space
all
wise?
How many bodies can we fit
Standard
in the
unleaded-
truck?
What's your wheel clearance?
God.
Anyways,
How much horsepower? Are we talking V8? We talking V6? We talking just straight 6, straight 8? We talking 4? Don't even tell me this is a 4. Listen, don't bullshit me. This is a 4. We want nothing to do with it.
He gives you the weirdest look as all of this is going on.
we speak in
But
code.
it's good
We're
to see
talking
you,
to
buddy.
each other.
Thanks for the ride.
No,
This is just normal lingo up in Icewind Dale. So don't worry about it.
right.
Brad Squad.
Right, squad.
This is
I keep eye contact with Roaringham as I rad squad, waiting for him.
he does not return it.
I keep eye contact.
Wait.
He
Make a
thinks
persuade.
it makes your wee-wee smaller.
Make a persuasion roll.
I don't know who's persuaded. Oh no!
Oh
Oh, I'm really lucky though.
no! Dude,
I'm
you
really
want more,
lucky.
right?
Oh, what a tease!
There we go. I'm
Okay.
lucky.
I mean,
Alright,
it's
so
it's the
make-
first two.
Well,
Damn it!
yeah. Well, he re-rolled and got the 18.
Yeah. You'll watch as Roaring Horn just like is standing there and just just crosses his arm and just shakes his hand. And then a peculiar thing happens as you watch the automaton go.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Rat squad.
Rat squad.
Yeah!
I'll take it. All right.
Excellent.
So
we
what
get
is
on the
this
ship?
thing?
This is the Lady Wing. This is the Lady Wing Nymella. She is one of the first of the.
Been with Nymella.
She is one of the first of her first airships that we've ever constructed here in Neverwinter. We don't quite have capabilities that Waterdeep has, but we're quite proud of this one. Quite proud of her, as she is. We hired a crew. This is probably some of their first voyage. Although the captain's a wonderful individual, if I do say so myself. He and them are at your disposal, and this will be able to take you wherever your adventures will be able to be needing, wherever your adventures will take you in the near future.
Forever? I heard forever.
Well, we'll need it back at some point. So
All
this is more of a loan.
All right. I'll take it.
We'll take it.
Thank you.
If you don't return this in one piece, we'll probably there will be some fees. We'll probably request that you actually pay back everything in full. But
Now,
so take care of her.
Yeah, we'll pay
Excuse
you.
it. Is it really our fault if something breaks on it?
Yes.
I feel like
This
our
took quite a
insurance
lot.
covers
This
that.
took quite a lot of convincing to convince the council to be able to give this to you. So take care of her.
All right.
I've got some
Well,
other
I
stuff.
say
there-
we go northeast
Is there a
then.
crew?
There's a full crew to it. Yeah.
I
Including a
go and I
carpenter?
start looking around the ship to find some quarters to
Yeah.
throw all my stuff in.
You guys get up. You guys begin getting up on the ship. You guys begin getting up on the ship. You find some time, or you find a place. You're directed kind of to the cabins, and it is here. I'll pick up next week.
No.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
That'll work.
Nice.
Yay.
Cool.
Everyone who's hanging out and watching this on YouTube and watching the rebroadcast or watching the recast of this, thank you for hanging out. We love you guys. You are fantastic and wonderful. This has been the Riot Sessions. I have been your illustrious DM, Shadowhack90, or Nathan. And we will catch you guys later on. Make sure to drop on by, share, subscribe, like, comment below what you liked. Make sure you drop us a play of the game in the comments or on Discord. Love you. Catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Rat Squad!
Rat squad.
Red Squad.
Rat squad.